regional committee members, but still some issues, it has to land up at general secretary's level and all actually. So we thought fit to have a meeting where the claim of issues regarding claim and other things in respect of health insurance is clarified to all the committee members and activists. Then we decided Mr. Kumar Menon, he's a person, is very thorough in that subject. So we wanted to rope in him and he readily agreed. So today he is present actually. So I welcome Mr. Kumar Menon, who is the Joint General Secretary of AKBRF.
Thank you.
On behalf of VBRA, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Our chairperson, A.B. Shetty, is also there. I welcome him. I welcome all committee members and the invitees of our association. Many activists, we also requested them to join because they can have a proper idea about these claims and other things actually. I welcome all of them actually. In the meantime, we decided, why can't we have our Karnataka AABRF committee members also join us? So we have extended them our invitation, and I can see many of them have joined. So I will not, individual names I will not tell here because so many are there actually. Neither I can see on the screen nor I can go to the list actually. So I welcome all CC members of Karnataka AABRF. We have extended the invitation to All India Coordination Committee of Bank of Baroda, Dena Bank, Vijaya Bank, that AICC. So I have not seen who have joined here. So I also welcome them. Now I welcome our General Secretary, Vishwanath Naik, who is the General Secretary of VBRA, who is the Secretary of Karnataka AABRF. He is the Deputy General Secretary of AABRF, as well as convener of our AICC also actually. And he is the, I can say host or the person behind this today's meeting. So I welcome him. So I'll welcome everybody to this virtual meeting. Now I request our chairman, Sri A.B. Shetty, to speak few words.
Sir, your voice is not audible. Sudhakar, sir.
Yeah, AB.
Oh, sorry.
Unmute.
Sorry. Now it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
AB,
morning.
AB to unmute. Yeah.
Yeah. Over. Good morning to all. Can you hear now? Can you hear now? Okay. We are very glad that all participants are participating in this virtual meeting in the present very peculiar COVID situation which we are facing not only in the country but also in the world. I need not go about the seriousness about that. I hope all our people are taking proper steps in this regard. Coming to this particular today's program is concerned, first of all, I'm very glad to welcome, along with my president and other office bearers, of our today's special guest, Comrade Kumar Menon, who has really agreed and also to address and also to clarify all the points regarding these medical issues. Today, of course, I hope all our people are definitely in a position to take proper utilization of this particular meeting, because this is an opportunity to get all the clarification, since medical issue or medical claim is one of the major issues of the retirees. I'm confident all the participants are definitely going to get benefit out of that. Apart from that, they will also be in a position to communicate to others about the benefits and also about the doubts which is raised by our different members from different places and from different banks. So definitely let us try to make use of the same. With this, I conclude. I welcome you all again. I wish you all the best, particularly to Kumar Menon and also the participants to participate and also to involve fully to make use of the platform. With this, I conclude. Thank you.
Yeah, over to GS Vishwanath Naik.
Thank you, Mr. Sudhakar Shetty, our president. Good morning to all our office bearers, central committee members, office bearers of AIBRF in Karnataka, office bearers of AIBRF Karnataka State Committee, representatives from Women's Committee, and all our CC members and all our members who are watching this program being streamed live on the YouTube. This program is about the claim settlement management through our TPA, Mrs. Mediassist India Limited. Our members are aware, and we are also aware, that we have got a group insurance, group medical insurance policy in the Bank of Baroda. This group policy covers in all about 27,634 retirees, and it gives insurance cover to 50,493 retirees and their spouse. And the total amount of sum issued 6,493 people works out to an offering 900 crores and 32 lakhs. You can imagine the extent of the coverage and the extent of beneficiaries and all those things. And for the information of all our participants here, on this group medical health insurance, giving medical insurance coverage to 50,493 lives, has been purchased by our retirees by paying a total premium of 73 crores 30 lakh 53,455 rupees. Premium amount is 62 crores 12 lakhs 31,742 rupees. GST on that is 11 crores 18 lakh 21,714 rupees. This insurance is supposed to cover all the risk connected with the medical insurance, medical ailments, medical contingencies, diseases, health aberrations, including accidents and psychological aberrations and psychosomatic diseases, accidents, etc. Round the clock for 365 days from 1st November 2020 to 31st October 2021. And all of us know that there is by and large no exclusion except a warlike situation or some sexually transmitted diseases or self-inflicted injuries, etc. Otherwise, everything is covered. This insurance coverage is a part of the 10th bipartite settlement. This was available to us from November 2015. There are one side of the insurance saying that the insurance premium is getting increased year by year, etc. Luckily, last year there was no increase. But the fact remains even today, this year's insurance We have paid, including GST, 73.30 crores. But as at the end of April 2021, the benefits claimed by the retirees of Bank of Baroda has already exceeded 81 crores. Yesterday, I had a discussion with our TPA as well as insurance company, and they are expecting this year the claim would exceed 161 crores by October end. That means for the insurance company, this is a loss business. They get a premium of 62 lakhs and they end paying up 181 crores by way of our claims. So naturally, we should understand there is a conflict of interest. From a retiree side, from the insurer side, we try to get maximum reimbursement from out of the policy to cover the necessarily incurred medical expenditure incurred by us. From the side of the insurance company, because it is a loss-making business, there will be always an effort, though not declared, to reduce the claim that is settled to the insured persons. Out of this conflict, there may be occasions when some legitimate claims are also not allowed. It may also happen due to our lack of information, lack of furnishing information, timely submission, or some technicalities involved in the insurance policy. About those we'll be discussing later, because we have with us here Mr. Kumar Menon. When we thought of having this discussion on the claim settlement involving the repudiations, rejections, delays, correspondence, etc., we thought we should have an expert in the field to address our office bearers and central committee members, which also includes our AI bearer of office bearers and AI bearer of Karnataka state committee members, office bearers. When we were scouting for a resource person to address on this subject, we thought Comrade Kumar Menon, who is in charge of the medical help desk in Kerala under the sponsorship of All Kerala Bank Retirees Federation, he would be the fittest person, because this was the state federation which for the first time established a full-fledged medical help desk, not only at state level, they have also done it at district levels under the able guidance and supervision of Comrade Kumar Menon. So we requested Comrade Kumar Menon. He was very glad to accept our invitation. He has come all the way here. He has joined our Zoom meeting today. He will be very busy because of his involvement in this settlement of claims and all those things. In spite of that, he has spared his very precious time. He is here with us. Now I request Mr. Kumar Menon to kindly address this enlightened gathering of our office bearers and central committee members, along with a few office bearers of AI bearer and our office bearer from AI bearer of Karnataka state. Our state president, Mr. Devdas Rao, is here. Many unit general secretaries are there. So I welcome all of them, and I request Kumar Menon to kindly address this meeting. Mr. Kumar Menon, please.
Thank you. Morning. First of all, I'll try to limit my speech for about half an hour. That means by 11:20, I hope I'll be able to finish. In case there is a slight extension, definitely, Comrade Naik, you can stop me, or anybody can stop me. Immediately I will wind up. because it's a very important meeting. Many other people have to address. So I restrict with all the thing within the time limit. First of all, I should thank Shri Sudhakar Shetty, President, Vijaya Bank Retirees Association. Then Mr. A.B. Shetty, Chairman of Vijaya Bank Retirees Association. Of course, Comrade K. Vishwanathan Nayak, General Secretary. Especially he took the initiative to bring me over here. Office bearers and Central Committee members of Vijaya Bank Retirees Association who are already there in the meeting. I will be unable to name them. Then office bearers of Karnataka State Committee of All India Bank Retirees Federation. Then office bearers, Central Committee members of AIBRF from Karnataka State, and other members joining us on YouTube. Thank you. I'll be proceeding in English because my knowledge of Kannada is limited to just that word, Namma, ours. Namma is quite common in Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam. So the only Kannada word I know is Namma. So allow me to proceed in English. The main topic being the TPA functioning in general insurance. That is, along with that, the main medical insurance companies whose agents are the TPAs. At the same time, the service providers like hospitals will find a mention. This is a tightly knit group. And of course, we people who take the service of the company, and also, and most importantly, in IRDA, the regulatory body, because they are the persons who frame all the rules, guidelines, regulations. And basically, I will be restricting my speech talk to the IRDA guidelines and regulations, because that is the framework on which the IBA policy has been issued. In the process, I'll be speaking about the grievance redressal mechanism, and the final authority on that, the insurance ombudsman also. A lot of companies, persons are involved. Anyhow, one by one, we will deal with it. I'll slow down my speech, because otherwise it may be difficult to follow. Okay. In the very beginning, I'll tell you, Vijaya Bank, Bank of Baroda, all of you are very lucky. You got Mediassist as your TPA. They are the leading TPA in India. And recently, I was just going through a newspaper report where Mr. Nikhil Chopra, he's the Chief Business Officer of Mediassist. He has received the Business Leader Award in the World Leadership Award Function 2021. Last year also, Mediassist was nominated as the Best TPA in India 2020. Okay, here, since I am on the public domain, YouTube, I'll be a bit careful when I comment on specific TPAs. I will not be commenting on any specific TPAs. I am not in a position, on account of the wide distribution, to speak totally negatively about either insurance company or IRDA or any person. So I'll be stating the good points. At the same time, I will mention the general issues which we should concentrate on. To that extent, my speech will be censored, and that cannot be helped. ask yourself, just think over in your mind, is insurance a right, or is insurance a luxury? You need not give me an answer. Later, if you are interested, you can, when we discuss, we can discuss further on the matter. Is it a right, or is it a luxury? As far as senior citizens are concerned, it is, you can say it is both. We have been born in India, a democratic country with a colonial background. We are very much aware about our rights and what we require. At the same time, the cost factor is a prohibitive cost factor that also has to be concerned, that we should be concerned with. Okay, well and good, rights, that's right. We are entitled to that. But in the long analysis, I feel we are the losers in both sense. I mean, as far as luxury is concerned, we cannot afford that. Though it is our right, if we go for exercising our rights, we will end up being treated in government hospitals or small dispensaries, which may not be able to meet our commitments or our needs further. So think over it. And also, many of us may even live maximum up to 150, never above 115 years. But at the same time, we should be concerned about the quality of the life we are leading. See, we cannot suppose a 93-year-old person who is having cancer. Now, the medical system is bombarding him. We will have surgery. We will have chemotherapy. It is he himself has to decide at that age whether he should go in for all these things, being physically tortured, or whether he has another choice. The choice is any patient, a terminal patient for that matter, including cancer patient, has three things that is required. One is he has to continue his life. Secondly, the quality of the life should be good. And at the same time, it should be worth living. And at the same time, the affordable cost, the insurance cost or whatever it be, even if it's not insurance, that also should be acceptable. Without these three things, there is no point in extending our life. Sometimes I feel, need not be correct, it's a general thing. Many of us are destined to die in an ICU where we don't know any person, cold atmosphere, masked persons, without any being unconscious. Maybe that will be lucky. Or it would be much happier if we can end our lives in our home, looking at the garden or at the trees. If it's a small house, a one-room house, at least we can post some pictures and look at that, look at the face of our loved ones, and then end the life. Naturally, the second one is preferable, but unlikely maybe many of us, because of the insurance and other facilities, will land up in ICUs. That cannot be helped. In the treatment also, we can select, we can very well select public treatment. Mainly there are three treatment methods we can select. We can go for the public treatment, which will be, cost will be less, but the facilities may not be much. You will have to wait in queues for a long time. Just like a common man, you can go in for that. Then if you go for hospitalization, hospitals, as you know, at present are controlled by big business houses, where treatment will be definitely a luxury and very difficult to afford also. That also you have a choice. You can, if you're rich enough, you can go for that. Then there is a hybrid choice. Without going in for either of these two, you can, to a certain extent, can depend on a family doctor, on family clinics, on alternative medicines available. That way also, maybe it may be effective, it may not be effective, but you can continue prolong your life for a period. It is also said recently, whenever all this insurance stock comes up, there is a thinking that the future hospital will be your home. That trend is catching on. Now we carry on at home with old people, keeping home nurses very expensive. They have to be paid 35,000 rupees, and food also has to be given to them. That also is now turning into be a very expensive matter. But the recent thinking is that in Western countries, ultimately, hospital will be your home. Maybe we can convert our home into a hospital, buying all those things. Now everybody is buying oximeter, what's that, breathing apparatus, oxygen. Now only ventilator remains to be brought home. That is the situation. That being, let that be like that. Coming to Mediassist TPA, as I told you, Vijaya Bank, Bank of Baroda are very lucky persons because they have got a very advanced technological company as a TPA, Mediassist. They have certain apps. I think it is called MediBuddy, which is very functional. And I have gone through the app. I have also gone through the apps of about 10 other TPA companies. About IBA scheme, I will tell you first. IBA scheme is administered in 35 banks, in all 35 banks by 10 TPAs all over India. Mediassist is catering to only Bank of Baroda, Nainital Bank Limited, and of course, another lucky point in favor of you, IBA retirees and their members are covered by Mediassist TPA. So always you can leverage with IBA, tell them it is your this thing, we have our complaints to be addressed if there are any. That way you are lucky. Also, they offer a lot of facilities. I don't know whether any of you have used their other facilities. They have second line consultation facilities with even companies in America on second opinion on cancer and other critical illnesses. It is a bit expensive. You will have to pay 10,500 for that joining that group and getting second opinion consultation from leading physicians and surgeons in India and abroad. But that facility is there. It is not there in any other company. You can use it if provided you have the cash. Then various health checkups. Online itself, you can book. You can book the dispensary. You can go to the dispensary, get the online checkup. Then other facilities that is common to other TPAs also. But the issue is, though there are about 10 TPAs we are dealing with, many have websites, many have interactive apps and such other facilities. But the quality of service, this quality of technology involved in that is in many cases totally like a government, though I should not be saying it, some of the government web pages, totally unresponsive. It will not work. There will be so many hitches. Ultimately, you will not be able to do anything through that app or web. Luckily, Mediassist, we don't have much problem. There is a lot of difference in the levels of technology adopted by TPAs, and luckily, some banks get saddled with TPAs who have very low technology, which issue you do not have. Then there is another facility for Mediassist employees called Navya Cancer Care, specialized treatment, Mayfair consultation, so many things. I was just going through their web page, and these are the things. COVID test, you can sit at home, arrange for a COVID test. They will come there, do it. That's not there with other TPAs. Hope all of you can use it also. In many cases, they charge separately. Just for speaking to a doctor, it is only 100 rupees. You can do it from home. If you go there, they will not entertain you also. You can upload your prescriptions, get medicines at home. All of those who are involved in this corporate wrap-up, they can order their medicines. They need not go out of the house now, especially during COVID times. You can upload the prescription on your mobile. They will deliver, Mediassist will deliver the medicines at home. If you don't have any prescription, you can consult the doctor online itself and get the prescription and get it home. Okay, I am taking up a lot of time, I think. Coming to the services that is common, it is given commonly to all IBA insured. At the same time, the service quality varies, as I told you earlier. I'll come and briefly, this is common knowledge, I think. It doesn't require any detailed analysis. All of you will be familiar with it, but I have to repeat it because that also, in case there are persons who are not familiar with it, they should be familiar. Basically, hospitalization can be cashless hospitalization. That is what you should always strive for. And if that is not available, you can go in to a non-network hospital, get reimbursement, which is going to, after getting discharged, you can submit the bills and get it reimbursed, but it's going to take a lot of time. It may take more than, though the turnover time is around 21 days, practically these days, especially because of COVID, it is going to take about 30, 40, if you're lucky, 40 days. So I would always suggest our retirees should only, as far as possible, try to get treatment in a network hospital. Network hospital list is there in Mediassist TPA website. You can just select your city. Suppose it is Manipal or Bangalore. Just select the city. If the disease has already been diagnosed, if it is a heart condition or cancer, you can treatment for cancer or heart issues. You can click. The entire list of hospitals, network hospitals in Bangalore will appear, and they also give the rates. The negotiated rates are also displayed on the web page. That's a very big facility. You know the amount, and these amounts you can be assured you will get once you go to that hospital for treatment. This is very important. Actually, the main treatment retirees are undertaking, it is related to cataract-related issues, refractive error issues. Cataract error, as you know, cataract correction, as you know, the base rate, there are hospitals who do it for 16,000. There are hospitals who do it for even above 1 lakh. Normally, I don't think, unless you are very rich, you require treatment cataract of 70,000, 1 lakh and all that. Normal rate is around, average rate is around 30,000. The entire in Bangalore city or whatever, Manipal or Bangalore, the entire list is displayed. The rates charged by each hospital, as you go through the list, you can find there will be rates quoted for 16,000, there will be 30,000, there will be maximum I saw is 60,000. Choose one and go for it. Never go for cataract without getting cashless sanction. You will be put into a lot of difficulty, and ultimately you will be getting much less as reimbursement. This is applicable not only to cataract, to cancer, heart ailments, and other things. The one reason I'm telling you is that in India, out of 3 persons, 1 can expect to die of cancer. 5 can expect to die of heart disease. And 1 out of 20 stroke. These are the normal 3 methods with which we leave the world. Either of these things. So that much concentration is there. You have to be very careful. When going for cashless hospitalization, so I think I have only 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Okay, I'll speed up. Within 10 minutes, I'll wind up. When you go for cashless hospitalization, arrange with the hospital 72 hours before. Go to the counter, show your card, show your ID card, fill up the application forms, and submit your pre-authorization request at the hospital insurance desk, network hospital insurance desk, and assure that you get the sanction within 72 hours by the time you report. This can be done only in planned hospitalization. Of course, it is emergency hospitalization. You have no way to choose. They do it within 24 hours. Sanction can be obtained within 24 hours. Another thing, very important thing, but often neglected, is that you should always carry the details of your e-card, I mean medical insurance card, on your mobile first. You should give 1 copy to your wife. You should give 1 copy to your children, daughter or son. Because when you're unconscious, you don't know where it is. Your wife will not know where it is. Maybe at least the children will know where the card is. Otherwise, you will have to call NICE or insurance. I mean, I think your Vijaya Bank has obtained the e-cards of all their employees, and it is kept in a separate this thing. They can also, but you will have to wake him up at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, asking for, I misplaced my e-card. Now please help me, send me one. All those things can be avoided. Take 3 copies, keep it to 3 different persons. That's one thing we find practically calls at night asking desperately for cards. And naturally, one thing I tell you, even if you misplace your card, you need not worry. You can tell the hospital, they will understand your situation, that you are unconscious, you are this thing. They will, without payment, they will definitely wait for 48 hours, 50 hours. They are not also in a hurry. We should be able to convince them, that's all. And the next course is reimbursement method, if you adopt that. If there is no other way, you don't get involved in a network hospital, you can go to a non-network hospital. But at the first instance itself, go to the insurance help desk, tell them you want the billing to be done in such a way that you will get insurance. They should preserve all test reports in original, X-ray, whatever it be related to your treatment. Tell them to preserve it and to help you in submitting the reimbursement claim. All the help desks of insurance companies, they will help you. They will prepare the full set. They know. They know what is to be done. They will keep all your records, and after discharge, along with your certificate, they will give it to you within 3-4 days. This is not the situation prevailing now because of COVID situation. The hospital staff, they are overworked. They may take more time. If possible, they will try to avoid also this responsibility. Then don't leave the place. Meet the administrator, meet the director of the hospital, see that the forms are prepared by them and given to you. Otherwise, you'll have to take a lot of pains with ill health to fill up all the forms and send it. Send it as soon as you are admitted. Please inform the TPA within 24 hours. In reimbursement cases that you are admitted, they will require additional information about the health condition, the doctor treating, the hospital, the inpatient number, all those things. Whatever they ask, you give them, get a token number from them. When you send the papers for reimbursement, you will have to mention the token number. Then, once you are admitted, there are different ways in which treatment is done. That is, there is one First thing is medical management. If possible, they will medically manage if the condition is either acute or if it is chronic. Either way, they will maximum try to medically manage. If that is not possible, they may go in for surgical management. Then if that also in the process, along with that, they will go for ICU management. They will try alternate methods if you permit them. They will try to find out the cause with investigations, additional investigations. And these are the general methods the hospital adopts. Please be aware of the management procedures and always keep in touch with the medical insurance help desk. The thing is, many people get admitted for diseases which do not require medical admission. Naturally, we find a lot of cases where medical claims are rejected on that reason, saying that admission was not necessary. Normally, it is coming down these days because doctors and hospitals don't have time to simply admit and keep the patients there for insurance sake. So luckily, that is not happening now. It's a very good thing. Then there is a daycare treatment. About 37 procedures is covered. Earlier, procedures which required 3-4 days hospitalization can be done within 24 hours and you can be discharged. Our policy contains a list of about 37 diseases where you can be discharged within 24 hours. The only thing is there should be an operation theater in the hospital. There should be a daycare center, well equipped, and your procedure should entail either anesthesia, either locally or full body anesthesia. And at the same time, because of use of very latest technology, you are about to leave within hours. Try to avail that facility, especially if there is any accident cases, like fracture and things like that. You can go in for that. That is then domiciliary claim is another claim which we bank retirees have totally abandoned. Nobody has taken domiciliary hospitalization benefit, which is there in the IBA policy, because the forgetting, suppose you are a award staff, the maximum you can get is 30,000 rupees for a 3 lakh policy, 30,000 rupees for domiciliary benefit. That is for taking medicines which for diabetes, high hypertension, lifelong diseases. And to get 30,000 rupees, you will have to pay more than 35,000 for that policy. I think nobody has taken. So that way that I am skipping. I am not detailing. There are about 59, 60 lifestyle diseases where you can obtain domiciliary treatment. But I think nobody has taken that policy in banks, in IBA. So that I'm skipping. Then coming to emergency, I have covered other policies also. Maybe certain things remain. Another main thing is grievance control. I attended All India Bank Retirees meeting, which was held on May 1st, this month itself. Comrade Naik invited me. And there, what I found was that it was a meeting that had more than 900 persons attending. A number of questions were asked on medical insurance. With the participation of 900 persons, to ask even to reply even to 1 or 2 medically related, insurance related questions is going to take a long time. That had to be abandoned because that many questions we cannot actually handle properly within that limited time. For grievance management, I will tell you first and foremost, you can always contact me for detailed procedures, because I will not be able to give you over this talk the detail who are the persons to be contacted. But Mediassist, you can raise the grievance at the grievance level first. You can raise it. After that, if it doesn't succeed, ultimately the insurance company, national insurance company, they have to answer. You can contact them. Don't be shy or don't go back. You please embolden yourself and approach them, whatever be the price cost. Call them over phone. You can call National Insurance Company, company executives at Calcutta over telephone. Don't hesitate to call them. There will be some language issues, but it doesn't matter. You have to take that confidence in you. Call them relentlessly. You can call at Hyderabad. There is a IRDA grievance center. I think at Banir, someplace. Banir Gutta, doesn't matter. It is in Hyderabad. The grievance redressal cell is there. There also they have email. There are personal attending to grievance. But first they will ask whether you have complained to your insurance company. Here, in our case, it is National Insurance Company. After that, only they will get involved. So give the insurance company 30 days at least to resolve your issue as far as possible. Try to get it resolved. What I find these days is that because we are old, we get angry very soon. We go to dash into the DPO office, fight with them. Then we send about 20, 30 emails with copies to even chairman of National Insurance Company. Ultimately, what is going to happen is nobody is going to look into that email with a copy endorsed to some 20 persons. So don't do that. Be patient, be calm, and also these days I feel this Ayush clinic, alternative medicine, that is not very much favored for treatment by our retirees. Though we should actually develop our indigenous medical system, try to get diseases consulted by them, try to get treatment at such centers where the cost is comparatively much less than these highly technical corporatized hospitals we are encountering in our day-to-day life. Please, that is the third option left to us. Go for alternative treatment, go to family clinics, go to such other persons. Then I failed to mention about ombudsman. Insurance ombudsman is your last resort to settle the grievance. It is not an easy thing, though insurance ombudsman says they will settle your grievance. They will pass an order within 3 months. There are about 14 insurance ombudsman insurance companies, insurance offices in India. But I don't think anywhere you will get the award issued within 3 months. Their time schedule, that is 3 months for general complaints related to health insurance, and 1 month provided you are prepared to negotiate with the insurer and arrive at an insured settlement. That too, I have not come across. So there are still people waiting after having filed ombudsman cases for more than 1.5 years, 3 years. But that need not be the matter everywhere. Things may be speeding up now. Definitely things are improving because of public pressure. Definitely they will have to improve. But now the issue is most of the offices are closed. To resolve an issue, I cannot go to a TPO office, which I used to do. I used to go to about 10 offices where we were welcome because there was no COVID fear. Now nothing can be done. I can go and just be a messenger, hand over the paper to the security person and come back. Nothing more can be done. Still, we'll have to further explore. We have to keep up. There is no other way. Wear a mask, wear hand gloves, dash into the office and try to get things done where not possible. Of course, you can ask advice to all of us, any of us, for particular persons who are to be contacted. That I can give you later, because not through this. I can email you all the details. My time is in excess. I have taken more than 10 minutes of my time already.
Comrade Menon, if there is any issue uncovered, you can take another 5 minutes.
Okay. I think, okay, I can, side by side, I can open some other issues also. If anybody wants to know anything about this COVID coverage, at present, COVID is the talk of the town. There is a COVID coverage policy for people. They're handled by more than 100 insurance companies. I mean, almost there are 9,400 insurance companies in India. All of them have COVID coverage policies. There is also another COVID Rekshak policy, specially designed by IRDA, which if anybody has any doubts, I'll clarify on that. And also there are other governmental insurance schemes, which most of us will not be able to use because of the income level issue. That is mainly meant for, in Kerala, we call it pink ration card holders and yellow ration card holders. I am a white ration card holder. I will not be able to get any Ayushman Bharat or any such government Karunya, things like that. But COVID coverage and COVID Rekshak, if you want, I will explain later if there are any questions. COVID coverage, you get up to 2.50 lakhs insurance, but there is a waiting period of 15 days. You cannot if you are already diagnosed with COVID, you cannot go and purchase. That is there in every case, insurance. It is you have to plan efficiently before. You have to be hospitalized. There is also a cash benefit attached to that. And then COVID Rekshak is another policy. There you get cash benefit. For each day of stay, you are given up to 2,500 rupees. You can opt for that also. There is a minimum that you should have been in the hospital for at least 72 hours, and many other conditions are there. That is also an option which at this time we can try. You can get enrolled, but the issue is insurance companies are now not interested very much in issuing COVID coverage policies. Maybe private insurance companies will do it. Exact premium rates, everything you will get online. You don't have to go to their office. You can submit the payment also online and get the policy also online. So be sure about one thing, insurance premium is going to be higher next time. No insurance. Recently, I was speaking to a director. I think he'll be hearing us on the IBA, not only on the IBA policy and other health insurance policies. They are very afraid to touch these insurance policies because of their experience, the high claim ratio. They are saying this is a tightrope walk. We have to get involved because of social issues, but at the same time, purely from a business point of view, health insurance is a no-no for them. They cannot get out of it also. How to reduce premium? There are ways to get premium reduced that we will discuss with AIBR officials so that we get a reduced premium policy from IBA at least at the next renewal. Okay, I'll be cutting short myself. Thank you for hearing me patiently. Comrade Vishwanathan Naik, please permit me to conclude. All other persons present, I'll get back if necessary only. If you specially indicate I need to reply to any health issue, insurance related or PPA related, then only I will intervene. You can proceed. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Kumar Menon. You will be in this meeting only, no? You are not.
No, I'll be here. I'll be here.
Okay. So, thank you, Mr. Kumar Menon. Now, with the permission of the President, we proceed with the discussion. So, limited people here, around 41 people. Some are the representative of the state committee and some are from Vijaya ma'am. So if somebody wants to speak, I'll give opportunity to everybody. Sudhakar Secretary, is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay because we got limited number here.
Okay. I will go by this, the names appearing in the list here. First name there is Venkataramani from Chennai. I'll go by that order only. I'm not going by any other order. In the Venkataramani. 1 minute. I think I have not unmuted him. 1 minute.
Kindly unmute to Mr. Venkatramani.
Yeah. I'll do that. 1 minute.
No, we have already done, sir. He has to do from his end.
Yeah. Venkatramani, you unmute and talk, please. Venkataramani, you unmute. We have unmuted from here. You unmute and talk.
Yes, comrade, can you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, comrade. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Okay. Mr. Manon's speech was excellent. He has covered almost all the prerequisites for claiming, and he has favored cashless facility. He always the best for claiming of for medical treatment, IBA policy. But what I would like to suggest, 1 minute. Cashless is generally discouraged by the hospitals, that everybody is experiencing it. Comrade, can you hear me, comrade?
Cross-worked, yeah. Okay.
Comrade?
I can hear you. Carry on.
Okay. Mandal sir, normally this cashless facility, whenever you go to hospitals, when we say we are covered under IBS medical insurance and Medibuddy like that, immediately they say, you pay the amount first. If the approval comes, we will repay it. Don't worry. They say like that. The moment we enter into the hospital, they discourage it. They need first money. Or otherwise we get second-rated treatment in hospitals if we show the card. That is the disgrace we are facing at the hospitals. Sometimes for 5 years back, our Naik or General Secretary might be knowing. I took my wife for a surgery, eye surgery. It's a very reputed hospital. All tests were over. I told cashless facility. I showed the card, everything. They said yes, and all. And the operation date was fixed. And what they say finally, you pay the amount because there is a problem in getting the amount approval from that end. But first you pay. We will keep the cash separately. And when the approval comes, we will give it to you. Go back to you. Such things they are telling. Even a very reputed hospitals. Immediately I took the matter to Naik, and how somehow we could get no approval from the TPA. I paid the money and I could get the reimbursement a later date. Sometimes it happens. And in another one example, I would like to tell you because time is most important. And this again, this cashless facility, what they say, some amount they are not giving. They say first you pay 10 to 15,000 or 20,000 like that. When the bill comes that 20,000, they say this is for diagnosis purpose that we may not give back to you. It is adjusted or hospital side. So we face that problem, sir. So from my side, that's the only thing. Otherwise, reimbursement all is taking place if the bills are produced properly. They are doing it properly. But a little liaison work is required. That somebody, because all are the aged, all are senior citizens, they should take a special care in settling that amount. That's my humble appeal, sir. Please. Nothing else. Thank you. Naik, sir, I concluded. Manu, sir, I have concluded it.
Okay, next person will at the end I will answer, or Mr. Naik can answer.
Unable to hear you, Mr. Naik.
Mr. Naik is muted. Please unmute yourself. Comrade Naik is muted now. Hello.
Yeah. Menon, you can answer it. Yeah.
Okay, straight away to answer that, definitely at this time, because of the COVID rush, hospitals are reluctant to extend cashless facility. The thing is, they have to take some pains. They don't have time, they don't have staff, especially now, this what you mentioned earlier is prevalent. They say we had no time to request for cashless through the module. They will ask many queries. We have nothing can be done. That situation does exist, especially if you are a COVID patient. They will say you pay cash, from some place or other. We will borrow and make the payment. At the same time, that is true now, but that should change eventually. Actually, TPAs prefer network hospitals to settle the bills. But if the hospital is not equipped with persons, if they are overcrowded, this situation is there. Immediately, I cannot offer a solution, but we can pressurize them slowly. That is the present situation. You will have to go the reimbursement way. That is the truth. And another thing about, you mentioned about some payments being made to the hospital. Please understand that our IBA policy, though cashless is mentioned, cashless doesn't mean that you don't have to pay anything. There are many non-payable items for which insurance is not covered. Insurance doesn't cover the non-payable items. There are more than 300, 400 non-payable items being used in a hospital. Maybe it could be bandages, it could be injectables, it could be consumables. It need not be all consumables. It could be PPT kits and things like that, where some amount, anyhow, definitely. So these days, for a COVID treatment, if 1,30,000 is the bill, definitely out of that, more than 40,000 will be non-consumable items, which we will have to pay from our own resources. That too is a fact. There is no quick remedy. Both the issues you mentioned that is the reality, but let us try to improve. The present situation, that difficulty is very much there. Thank you.
Now there is
Thank you.
Mr. Shailesh Desai from Rajkot. Ujjwal, kindly unmute him. Shailesh Desai. Have you got anything?
Mr. Shailesh has not connected his audio, I guess.
Okay. We'll go to the next. Abdul Rashid.
Mr. Abdul Rashid, we have unmuted you. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Our secretary, Mr. Rajendra, will look after the grievances and he'll speak.
Okay, fine. Who is this Raja's iPhone? Raja's iPhone.
Myself, comrade. Rajendra Prasad from Hyderabad.
Yeah, please.
Sir, our Secretary, Mr. Rajarao, will speak.
Okay.
On behalf of our region, Rajarao will speak.
Okay, thank you. Okay. I'll come to our office bearers later. Okay, Anil G.
Anil Shetty is available over here.
There is one Anil G also above that.
Yes, we have unmuted Anil Ji.
Yeah, Anil G.
Hello.
I couldn't make out who it is. You introduce yourself and speak, Anil G.
Hello, I am Anil Gokhale from Dena Bank, erstwhile Dena Bank. So my question is, now Kumar Menon has already told that insurance premium is going to be increased, and at the present premium itself is very high, and I don't know how the retired people are going to bear the future premium. So now only we should, means our association should start to talk with the management to bear some portion of the premium and lessen the burden of the retired people. That was my suggestion.
Okay.
Should I clarify
Kumar
that now?
Menon ji.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Comrade Anil Gokhale from Dena Bank. The thing is, what you said is exactly correct, and I will tell you. The thing is, definitely, All India Bank Retirees Federation and other unions and officers association, all of us will be trying to get the premium reduced, but that has to be taken with a pinch of salt. What cover we are getting now, it is an excellent cover. There is no deductible. There is no co-payment. The full amount is reimbursed. There is no limit-based restriction on usage. I would say it's a perfect policy without almost no conditions being placed. So that will be very expensive. We will be able to cut down the expenses once All India Bank Retirees Federation takes up the issue, and we will have to, maybe in future, we will have to accept some sort of co-payment, say 10% of the claim amount, or we will have to permit deductible. Suppose you have taken super topper policy or any other policy, they will say, if you make a claim, say some 50,000 will be immediately cut from the limit. That cost will be there. Then some restrictions like that, co-pay, co-limits, sub-limits, we will have to accept that and proceed to get the premium reduced. Also, many a time I feel all of us now, we are having 5,000 rupees for those who had taken 3 lakh insurance policy. 5,000 rupees 5,000 room is given to us as room rent. Why should we always go for a 5,000 rupee room or a deluxe room when very well it can be done in a general ward or a twin sharing on a twin sharing basis for even 1,000 or 1,500. Here the thing is there is this thing. I am entitled to 5,000 rupees as room rent, so I will stay only in a 5,000 rupee room rent. That has to be changed. Go for the. We have to get used to it. We need not expect any luxury. Take what is required. Then also, if the room rent ceilings are reduced, those who can bear, maybe let them have another policy. There are people who can bear 10,000, 25,000 rupees as room rent. Let them be given, offered that sort of policy. But for the general retirees, I think we have to go down on room rent to reduce premium. I'm not saying that premium will be increased, definitely. That's not beyond my scope to say. But the future is we'll have to bring restrictions into the policy to make it cheaper. And uniform medical insurance, which Mr. Anil Gokhale said, it is definitely, it takes looking into it already. All India Bank Retirees Federation, IBA, UFBO, all of these bodies have already in the 11th bipartite itself issued a demand for uniform medical benefit in this policy. That means all of the to all the bank retirees, some form of benefit is extended by the bank management. That will subsidize the premium. That request will become stronger immediately. Definitely, that uniform medical demand is a very strong demand, which Comrade Naik will be taking up separately to get it implemented. Then many of our woes will be reduced to that extent. At the same time, I will tell you, there are banks paying medical subsidy for the premium. There are banks paying 50%. Federal Bank, to which bank I belong, the bank is meeting 70% cost of the premium. But that's an isolated, somehow we are lucky, they are paying management. Today they are paying, tomorrow they may not pay. We don't know. Anyhow, now we thank the management for meeting at least 70% of the cost of the premium. That is not uniform. Some banks give 5,000, some 10,000. Many banks give loan. I think Bank of Baroda, Vijaya Bank, you have a loan facility to meet the expenses of the premium. Some 38,000 is given. Okay, that also is a incentive. That's all. Be prepared for a hefty expense on medical insurance. We cannot live in a utopian world expecting rates to go down when rates are going up for food, grain, everything in the country. Anyhow, the attempt will be made definitely, Mr. Anil Gokhale. Thank you. That's a valid points you raised. Thank you.
Ajay Kumar, unmute and speak. Ajay Kumar. Next is Anil Shetty. Be ready. Ajay Kumar.
Good morning. Can you hear him, comrade?
Yes, I am hearing you. Yeah.
Yes.
The speech by Comrade Menon was very extensive and very good indeed. And it has solved many of the problems. Majority is about the cashless facility. People are facing very, very difficulty in getting because medical hospitals are discouraging the cashless facilities all the time. So he has given the very correct version as to what to be done to see that it is we get the cashless benefit. But even then, this present situation, it has locked their hands, it seems, because of the COVID. They were not even able to give it to cash facility as required by us. But since we are taken an insurance, it is our feeling that we should always have the cashless facility, and we feel that it is our right, and it is definitely is our right. But we have at this situation we will have to adjust ourselves. And one Comrade Venkatramani has already told you that they have compelled to pay the amount first and then get it reimbursed. Sometimes it happens. Anyhow, but his speech was really good, and he has given an excellent version of the claim, how the medical insurance claim has to be taken. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ajay. Anil Shetty, unmute and speak. Anil Shetty.
Hello.
Yes, Anil.
We are thankful to Comrade Kumar Menon, who has in a nutshell explained us in a very beautiful way, in a very lucid way. And regarding, I think so, most of the clarification which were required has been already clarified by him. And our region does not have any specific issues as such. Some direct issues will be speaking to you directly. And
okay.
Our Karkera will be speaking on behalf of our ODP region.
Okay.
Thank you, Anil Shetty. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Karkera. Pandu Karkera.
Thank you, Mr. Menon. Most of our doubt has been solved by you. Some smaller issue was there. Now you are very much clear. Thank you. And moreover, our central office give excellent service. Majority of our problem is solved then and there. Thank you. That's all. Nothing else.
Thank you, Comrade Pandu Karkera. Thank you. Next.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next will be Ms. Venkatesh Murthy. My request is please be very, very specific. Time is very, very precious. Be specific on the point. Venkatesh Murthy.
Venkatesh Murthy, Hubli, Corporation Bank. Venkatesh Murthy, idra matadi. Next mundu hogi sir. You give 1 minute or 60-second time. Then you go ahead.
ಹಲೋ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಆರ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್?
Yes, I am listening.
Yes.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ.
Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Okay. Raja Rao.
Yes, sir. I'm Rajarao from Hyderabad branch, region.
Yeah.
First of all, I thank Mr. Naik for arranging such a beautiful meeting, and also Mr. Menon, who has covered very well, covering all the subject, all the files. And to me, it is one of the best policies, sir, we have. And this thing delay, I wanted to ask Mr. Menon, sir, claim submission may be delayed because of lockdowns and other things. So kindly allow the retirees who submit the claims later beyond the stipulated date, sir. That is one thing. That's all, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I'll speak on that, Comrade Raja Rao from Hyderabad. Yeah, I think you are from Corporation Bank.
Vijaya Bank.
Okay, from Vijaya Bank itself. Okay. Definitely, that is the need of the hour. We should be given more time to submit the claims because we are in a locked out condition. And naturally, even now, this issue has been addressed already. They are prepared to give time. They know this ground situation. Normally, reimbursement papers are supposed to reach them within 15 days, within 30 days. Now, even if it takes 1 or 2 months, they will condone the delay, provided there is a letter of request from you saying that you were unable to submit in time. There is what in bankers' term, what we call continuation papers. That has to be just a letter. I could not submit in time because of this reason. I could not go out. I was mentally unfit or anything, whatever it be the reasons you can mention. They will definitely consider it favorably. They will not reject that on any ground. And in any case, if it is, but at the same time, I will advise you as far as possible, send your children out, send the papers, get it prepared by them, try to submit in time. But if this eventuality happens, you need not be afraid of anything. At the same time, what I have to say about this is, in the case of Mediassist, you can submit the initial details required online before submitting the reimbursement papers in detail. That takes just 5 seconds, 5 minutes. But maybe our older generation, we may not be able to fill up go to the Mediassist site, intimate the claim first. That would have been already done. You can also submit a minimized reimbursement paper. There is a tab for each, entering the amount, the doctor, the hospital. You can submit it first immediately within 7 days, and then you take your own time. That too, it should not be misunderstood, not after 1 year or things like that. Any issue raised after 1 year cannot be resolved even by ombudsman. So need not have fear on that consequence. Thank you.
Okay, we have with us Mr. Devdas Rao. His name is next here. He is the president of our state committee. Comrade Devdas Rao.
Comrade, ನನಗೇನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ comrade. I am extremely happy with the presentation of report by Comrade Menon, and I have absolutely no questions, comrade.
Okay. Thank you. Any suggestion?
No, it is a good thing that you have organized this meeting for Vijaya Bank retirees comrades, and you have also invited us, and it is really beneficial for the functionaries in order to settle the claim issues. I think this type of meeting we can even organize at state committee of the AIBRF also.
Okay. Thank you. Next will be Dilip Jadhav. Unmute and speak. Dilip Jadhav.
Dilip Jadhav, kindly unmute yourself.
Sir, am I audible? I'm not visible mostly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, it was a great experience to me, especially when Mr. Kumar spoke at length about the hospitalization issues, where actually people hear while submitting or what is the procedure to be adopted. I think it is an eye-opener to most of us. We always think that we know everything. But I think we don't know so many things that we think we know. So I think Kumar sir has spoken in length, and such meetings will be of great help to all other organizations also. under the ambit of AIBRF, and I think they have done a wonderful job. Right at the moment, I don't have any issues because I think everything is understood. And I think, by the way, Kumar sir has expressed, it will be very easy for us to even tutor our comrades as to how a medical insurance has to be submitted and how it has to be claimed. I thank you and all the organizers for giving me this opportunity. And I think such exercises will go a long way in helping our comrades to actually have an insight about medical reimbursement itself. Thank you, comrade.
Thank you. Thank you. Next is Mr. Mahalingappa. Unmute and speak. Mahalingappa, please.
Sir, our regional president, Sri Halambi will speak, sir.
Okay. You ask him to speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Halambi. Halambi, sir.
Yes. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Actually,
somebody is using two devices. Please put off one device. Yeah, Halambi, sir.
Yes. Actually, I am just glancing through the YouTube channel also, and I find that lot of people have got lot of questions, queries raised in the chat box. So it is better if somebody puts down those queries and answers them also, so that they also will be getting benefited in addition to the people who are chatting in this particular Zoom platform. So I request somebody to note and answer those questions also. And from coming to my views on this subject, I have already sent forwarded some of the queries or the clarification sought by our members, like non-receipt of ID cards. Many people, because of the advanced age, etc., they are not conversant with the online or ID cards, etc. So they want physical ID cards. So it is better to issue physical ID cards. So that is their demand. And some people want checklist for claims or a help desk for submission of papers to avoid delay in settling the claims. And some people have asked even for root canal treatment and caps, etc., whether they are covered in this policy. And from my own point of view, I think it will be of great help to people if we prepare a flow chart for both cashless and non-cashless arranged and emergency treatments, the procedures, the flow charts. If we prepare, this will be useful to all the people who are about to get hospitalization or get treatments, etc., or submitting their claims, etc. So that this will be acting as a guide for them to see whether they have got all the things correctly, so that their claims will not be rejected or their claims will not be delayed or more queries will come like that. So these are some of the points that I would like to make it in this platform. Please take this into account. Thank you.
Okay.
Should I?
Vinanji?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Comrade Sheshagiri. About non-receipt of ID cards, I don't think anyone in Vijaya Bank will be having any issue. I think Mr. Nayak has already downloaded all the physical cards which can be distributed to the members. Even otherwise, what we are doing in our Federal Bank Retirees Association is that we entrust about 20 people who have WhatsApp to download ED cards when required and send it forward to those who require it. So I can do it online, but I have entrusted about 20-30 people who are well versed in this process, who have some computer knowledge. Immediately, if a person asks for a e-card, At least I get 2-3 cards because 4 people will respond and 4 cards we get. Insisting on physical e-card, definitely IRDA has said TPAs should, it is a function of TPA to issue cards, that they should issue physical cards. Wherever we ask, say in all the 10 TPAs, when we ask them, they will say, we have sent the TPA cards by post, by courier. But what happens is, in many cases, we people will not be at home. We'll be with our children in Dubai or some other state. Nobody will be there to receive the card. It'll go back, and never you are never going to get it back again. Another thing in this line that we are insisting now is never to have a card each year. Why should a ID card be issued each year and have people scrambling after it in November, December, saying, I have not received new card, I have not received new card. Old card is more than sufficient, and there are 1 or 2 TPAs who say you can continue to use the old card. The only thing is that card will have only issue date. It will not have any expiry date. That is what IRDA has also, their member committee has recommended, that you allow, you issue 1 card only every year, and people will go with 3-4 years back old card, stale cards, try to get cashless. Hospital will reject it. You will be having 5 cards. You will not know which card to use. So this will be solved shortly, because every October, every November 1st, we need not actually have new cards. Because there is this issue, people will not get in time. That is the reason why IRDA has said you issue 1 card with issue date, but not with expiry date, so that it will be valid throughout. Then about root canal, definitely IBA policy does not cover root canal. Dental is covered. That should be in connection with an accident. Suppose you lose your teeth or something of that sort in a road accident, or any other accident, you will get daycare procedure applied to it, but not for maintenance of teeth. Like usual root canal, you will not get anything. If it is accidental, you can get it, definitely. And about flow charts and information, definitely, we ourselves had prepared a booklet on how to do all these things, claims. But since the booklet came to about 100 pages, keeping all the application forms and things like that, I'm sure, though the booklet is prepared, nobody will read 100 pages. Nobody will read more than 5 lines. That is my experience. They will contact in an emergency, maybe even at midnight, but they will not take the pains to open the booklet and find out the details. That is any number of pamphlets we are prepared to implement, to prepare. But sadly, any communication beyond 5 lines, in Kerala, that's my experience. It is a very, other than the leaders, nobody else will read it. Thank you.
Okay. Mallikarjun Madinur. Please avoid repetition and be brief. Request with everybody. Mallikarjun Madinur.
Yes, comrade. So, comrade hearing? Hello.
Heli Malli.
Comrade, namaskara.
Namaskara.
Namaskara, Kumar Menon avarge. Thank you very much, Kumar Menon sir. It's a very important and very educative information you have given to all our colleagues and comrades. So I have some 2-3 clarification just for your information. The policy, it is a clause number 39, treatment taken for accidents can be payable even on OPD in a hospital.
No, Mallikarjun, please, I think you have kept your laptop as well as mobile phone on. Put off one of them. We are unable to hear you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Carry on.
Now it's clear.
Okay.
It's better now. Yeah.
Clause number 3.9. Treatment taken for accident can be payable even and OPD in hospital, but some up to some assured. But OPD expenses are rejected by the TPA, not clearing for the accident purpose. And another question is this pre-existed decision to be covered in the policy as per point number 237. But in the point number 4.22, critical illness diagnosed before the commencement of the policy are not covered. So it has to be clarified. And another one is particularly recently the bill was rejected. That point number 131, basic cover, that is clause D to be implanted during the surgical procedure like pacemaker, defibrillator was done in one of the hospital at Belgaum, and as per the clause number 231, this hospital also is under PPN, that is a preferred provider network. They have rejected the claim after giving a permission to the retired employee admitted and after operation. So reason for rejection was patient admitted with HTN type 3DM post-permanent implantation underwent the pulse generator replacement. But the pacemaker has been put, and earlier they have given a permission for the operation and also going ahead with the authority, with the hospital authority. After operation last day, they have rejected the claim and they have not considered. Bill was about 4,84,000. It was totally rejected, and it was a great tension for the employee, retired employee, to arrange the amount for 4,84,000. So such kind of situations should not come to the retirees. It has to be taken care by the insurance company. What kind of action we have to take in this matter? Then another one clarification is that our General Secretary has told the total premium for health insurance was paid by retirees 73 crores 30 lakh 53,455, but 27,634 retirees and 50,493 family members. If it is the case, what is the percentage of retirees have taken health insurance totally? And another one is already covered, reduction of premium of health insurance by reducing the room rent for 2,500 to 2,000.
They have to arrange the mic at their level. I will tell them. Okay.
Not hearing, comrade?
I'll tell them. Okay.
1,000 to 500, 2,000, and why can't mix with working employees and retirees are concerned, employee premium, so that it can be reduced. So these are the 3-4 clarification I wanted to have clarification from Menon.
Okay, sir. Any
Yes,
more
sir,
doubts?
Menanji.
Okay.
My name is Mallikarjun S. Madinur from Vijaya Bank Retired Association.
Thank you. Very nice.
Menanji, before
Yeah.
you proceed,
Yeah.
now our chairman A.K. Srinivasan called me. He is also watching the proceedings. He has told me that everybody's image is cut. Ujjwal, can you kindly check up? See, all of you kindly adjust your mic. All the people who are in the meeting, kindly adjust your camera so that your full face is visible. Ujjwal, if there is any requirement at our level, kindly check up.
Sure, sir.
Okay, please. Okay, Menanji, please.
Yeah. Coming to the queries raised by Mallikarjuna Madinur S. Madinur. He has raised 3 or 4 questions. I'll answer them one by one. One is that accident treatment is not getting reimbursement. Accident treatment done at OPDs. The thing for rejection, actually the policy states accident treatment done even at OPD should be sanctioned. But there are some riders. It requires an FIR. If it's an injury, it requires an injury report from the treating hospital. If it's an accidental road accident, it requires FIR and medical legal clearance. Then only reimbursement will be considered. Just saying I hurt myself there is a risk. It should not be an attempted suicide. I am not saying that it was a suicide or anything of that sort. People cut themselves, then go to OPD, that without any specific injury certificate and certificate for a doctor. There are many issues involved in accidental treatment, like medical legal papers to be have to be filed, FIR has to be filed. If you fall from a bus, while getting down, if you fall from a bus, naturally we all fall down. It is very difficult in the sense who is going to give the FIR? There will be no witness, nobody will come with us. There are some issues like that. As far as possible, try to get accidental insurance done, treatment done, not at OPD, but with the help of the surgical units. Operation theater. It could be a minor operation theater or a major operation theater. Anyhow, your query, if the details are given to me, I will look into it, why it was rejected. Normally, accidental cases are, nobody has any complaint. That is the situation. That need not be the truth. That if your complaint is genuine, I look into it and tell you what is the exact issue. Generally, they should not reject. And coming to critical illness, originally, New India Assurance Company issued a IBA draft policy. In that okay, can you hear me? I don't know. Anyhow, I am proceeding.
Yeah, we are able to hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Anyhow, I am proceeding, and maybe there could be problems with Mr. Madinu. It doesn't. I don't know. I think he's not hearing me. It doesn't matter. Critical illness, for that matter, critical illness and any pre-existing disease, it is covered. The treatment will be given in IBA policy. It is not so in many other policies. Thousands of other policies are there. There they restrict critical illness will not be paid without, there will be a waiting period. There will be, sometimes it will be for 4 years. Sometimes it will be two years. But in our IBA policy, I am very clear, it is very clear, pre-existing diseases are covered if it is an IBA policy. There was that statement. I have seen that a statement in IBA policy that critical. I immediately took up with the AIBRF, Mr. Jain also, saying that if this is introduced, none of the retirees will be able to claim, because all of us have some sort of critical illness. There are many people having bypass surgery done, critical illness, still they're getting reimbursement even now. Maybe I could mention immediately from in ABR circles leadership itself that is there. That particular sentence, I have also read it. I was apprehensive. I raised it in the ABRF. It was cleared. I don't think anymore. Suppose just because you have had a heart valve replacement from 5 years back, they are going to refuse any other treatment now. No, that will not happen. If that happens, we have to get involved and try to correct it. It could have happened because of ignorance. I don't know. If that is there, we will take it up. We should take it up separately. Okay. About implants, another thing he spoke about is implants. Implants, all implants need not be reimbursed or paid. They have specified the implants that will be reimbursed, will be in either cashless or the other thing. Another issue is many of the implants, if it is brought from some other countries, I will not mention any special country, maybe that will be taken as an insult to them, that country. It should have specific coding. It should have country of origin. It should be a duplicate. It should not be a duplicate. It should be a pakka. It should be a recognized. And the cost factor should be as per normal costing procedures. Just because it is imported, they cannot say the rate is 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs. Maybe that is available for about 1 or 2 lakhs. This happens in the case of pacemaker also. Pacemaker cost in India varies. If you go for the super best pacemaker, there is a risk that you will not get the full payment. At least you will get the standard payment. You will have to try for that. That issue is also there. This is the same thing with defibrillator. It's a very expensive heart treatment implant. defibrillator, you can get it for 1.5 lakhs. You can get it for even 10 lakhs. That doesn't mean if you purchase a 10 lakh, you are going to get 10 lakhs reimbursement, or whatever it be even lesser than that, you may not get. There is a risk. It is always better to purchase. Normally, hospitals don't purchase equipment. It should be coded. All details, required details should be on there in the implant. Otherwise, you will not get anything. And separate bill. The problem is hospital will be getting, they will not submit. They will be getting the implant at a much reduced cost. When they bill, they will bill at invoice price. It will be very high, almost sometimes double. Definitely, the insurance company will not, they will ask for the original invoice, which the hospital will not give, because they would have purchased it for some 1 lakh rupees. They will be billing us for 2 lakhs. They will be unable, reluctant to give the bill. Such issues are there. These are definitely correct, specific points you have raised. That requires specific looking into. I cannot generalize and say now without looking into the case. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mr. Vasuki. Vasuki. Next is Sri Ram Rao. After Vasuki, Sri Rama Rao. Now Vasuki.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Menon, very good, nice presentation in the morning. Now there's one specific question regarding the COVID. Now the government of India has allowed and every state has allowed home quarantine. So in the home quarantine, what are the charges, the doctor's consultation charges and other details? It can be treated as a hospitalization treatment only, inpatient only. So that consultation, first consultation, second consult with doctors, and what are all the eligibility criteria if I have taken policy, how to submit it, because very home quarantine. Please enlighten us. Point wise.
Yes.
Doctor's prescription or everything.
Yeah.
Consultation, everything. Please.
Immediately, I will have to give some discouraging news on this COVID issue. The thing is, at present, IBA policy does not cover home quarantine treatment for COVID. Recently, about a week back, one of our TPAs, I think it is Safeway TPA, has given us a letter stating that you need not expect home quarantine treatment to be reimbursed under IBA scheme-based policy. The thing is, definitely IRDA has said, as far as possible, a lenient view should be taken about COVID treatment, and you should be proactive with the patients and try to settle the issues. But the practical problem is there, and even in the IRDA circular, it is specially mentioned. The thing is, if you are taking treatment at home, not quarantine, treatment at home, recommended by the network hospital. When the network hospital recommends for home treatment, normally they will not recommend. They have to state 2 issues. They have to say, we have no room in our hospital, so hence we are recommending for home treatment. And home treatment has to be minimum 3 days. And they also have to state that the patient cannot be moved. He cannot be even an inch of his body cannot be lifted. That's why we are recommending home treatment. If these 2 certificates are there, maybe you will get reimbursement. Otherwise, need not expect any quarantine treatment at home. I have answered only a quarantine question. If it is given treatment at home, though the state government says that should be paid, IRD has made it clear in the circular, if intervention of network hospital is there and the recommendation is there, then only it can be taken up for insurance. Thank you.
Sri Rama Rao.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Mr. Menon has given very good information to all, and at present we do not have any problems. Thank you very much, sir. AVS and Murthy may be given chance.
Okay, ask him to speak. AVS and Murthy.
Hello. Murthy.
Yes, Murthy Garu. Please unmute and speak. Murthy. Mr. Murthy Garu.
There are actually the two Murthy. One is Ramesh Murthy and other is Venkatesh Murthy. Other than this, we are not able to find anybody.
AVSN Murthy.
From Andhra Pradesh. I think you might have left ID. Is there also?
No, we are not able to see.
Shailesh Venkar, he is not there. He is not there. Yajna Prasad is also not there. Otherwise, he could have spoken. Okay, Sri Ram Rao, you check up. If he comes, you tell inform us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Raja Ram Shetty.
Yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you. I have only one specific case which needs a clarification. One of our colleague is insured. Yes, but taken the policy. He has subscribed for our policy. He is claiming for post chemo treatment. But every time the earlier in the Vidal, they used to sanction it. But Mediassis is not sanctioning it for the reason that it's something like hospital is not required, or that particular medicine is not payable. And the issue has gone to the local dollar. Hello.
Carry on.
Issue has gone to the permanent local dollar where he got a favorable order. But whenever he gets the order, the company pays. The next is a quarterly treatment, but next bill they're again rejecting. Time is going like this.
Okay.
What can be done for him?
Yes. Whenever I say the best TPA and things like that, I cannot say there are bad TPAs, inefficient TPAs. I can only say always it is the best TPA. That being so, there are some issues about post-hospitalization duration, number of days. In Mediassis, I have gone several times to their office and several times they have refused to admit 90 days as post-hospitalization period. Actually, in our policy, TPA Mediassist will be dealing with maybe more than thousands and thousands of policies. They may not be very conversant with our IBA policy. Nobody at the basic back office level, unless they take a lot of pains, they will be able to find out. In most cases, where not only Mediassist, other TPAs, they deal with pre-hospitalization 30 days, that is okay, no complaints. Post-hospitalization, Mediassist has been for a number of years insisting they cannot pay. They can pay maximum only up to...
Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
This is not the reason they are rejecting.
Yeah, tell me. Yes, I will come to that. So,
Menanji, 1 minute before you proceed. This is a bill relating to immunotherapy.
Okay.
Post chemotherapy, then immunotherapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The 24 hours hospitalization. That's why they are saying it is not there. Okay. That immunotherapy case, it has come to me from several other banks also. Immunotherapy is a recognized system. In their IRDA date of the circular, I don't know, but it is 2019. They have specifically mentioned that immunotherapy is covered, should be covered under all policies. Immunotherapy should not be excluded. It definitely, that statement is there, that paper is there, that circular is there. Still, many, not only earlier, I'm not mentioning the TPA, they used to pass immunotherapy bills. Recently, some immunotherapy bills were rejected and returned. It's a very expensive treatment. It is a recognized treatment. It should be reimbursed. It is not excluded in our policy. IRDA also doesn't recommend exclusion of that policy. Now we have immediately taken up such an issue. It is we have taken up with the National Insurance Company IBA office at Churchgate, Bombay. We have taken up, we will immediately, if the result is not promising, encouraging, and if the patient is not paid, we will take it up with Calcutta office, head office of New India Assurance Company. It is not at all proper to reject immunotherapy. It is a recognized form of therapy. It can be chemotherapy. It can be oral therapy. They have even specifically mentioned any sort of therapy. This is not taken simply for enjoyment of, or for improving your physical fitness and all that. These are taken in extreme cases. That specific case you keep in mind. Now the position is that unless the verdict is not favorable, and still if they hang on, they have earlier sanctioned immunotherapy pills. Now they have suddenly they have stopped. So I am looking into it directly also for this patient from Federal Bank. There are 2 more cases, many other cases which I may not be knowing. It is not proper. It is not justice. Definitely we will move Ombudsman if the issue comes. That's the only thing we cannot do. We can of course go for civil suit. We can go for log adalat, consumer courts and all that things. But definitely if there is, they have not given final rejection. They have not given till now. In my case, I don't know whether in your case, in that particular case of raised by Mr. Murthy, Rajaram Murthy, whether they have got a repudiation, direct unconfirmed repudiation. Please, I think which bank was he working?
Vijaya Bank. I have some supplementary on that.
Okay. Oh, you are having. You should also get that rejection approved or not approved. We don't want our rejection to be approved. You get it confirmed by a 3-member committee consisting of a representative from the TPA, a representative from the bank, HR department, and representation of the insurance company. Let the committee say it cannot be passed. They will not say, I'm sure. The committee only, once the committee rejects, of course, we have no option other than go to Ombudsman, but insist on rejection by the committee comprising these 3 entities. Definitely they should give it. There is a clause that such a committee report repudiating the claim should be given. Insist on that, then we'll proceed. Thank you.
Menanji, I have some supplementary on this. One is whatever you have told is perfectly correct. You have given the correct position as per the existing policy. And another thing is our policy wide clause number 3.3. They list out 38 items. That is starting from adenoidectomy, ending with the lumbar puncture. They have given 38 items. And then they also say this will also apply to treatment undertaken under general or local anesthesia in a hospital or a daycare center in less than a day because of technological advancement.
Okay.
And then they will again add any treatment which would have otherwise required hospitalization of more than a day, but which has actually taken less than a day because of technological improvements are reimbursable.
Yes.
Under these 2 clauses, all these things are reimbursable. Either eccentrics injection or immunotherapy or any other scopy, they are all reimbursable. In the case of Mr. Padmanabh Shetty, which Mr. Rajaram has told you, earlier, Vidal TPA were reimbursing it.
Yeah.
Then when it came to Mediassist, they stopped it. And under Vidal itself, we went to consumer court, and permanent loc adalat, where incidentally one of our office bearer was one of the members of the jury. Okay, we got a very favorable order. Now about 2 or 3 bills are sanctioned through the award of permanent loc adalat. Another 3 are pending there. We will definitely get it there.
Very good, very good.
But our concern is, this is a clear provision that anything requiring less than a day's hospitalization because of technological advancement and the treatment given under local or general anesthesia is to be reimbursed.
Yes.
This case exactly fits into that. But
Yes.
these TPAs are rejecting, and you rightly pointed out, TPA cannot reject, they cannot judge.
Only insurance
There
company.
has to be a 3 entities committee, that is a TPA, bank management, and the insurance company. They can have a real-time basis arrangement also. Only that committee can take a decision. Otherwise, no. So things are favorable to us. From permanent Lok Adalat, we are getting it. Okay, this way, if it is not sanctioned, we will take it to permanent Lok Adalat. Meanwhile, these letters which you have told, because I could not get that letter which IRDA has told. If you can share it with us, we will also circulate it so that many people will be benefited.
I'll give that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Another matter on the same thing about immunotherapy. Here, the rejection in 2 cases was that it was done in OPD. It should have been, admission was required, or it should have been done in a daycare center where facilities are there. But that is not correct. The certificate by the doctor was given saying that this was done under supervision. Though it is mentioned, though it is OPD, it requires, it's as good as admission. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No, Kumar Menon, we have to take up these 2 issues. One is macular degeneration.
It's permitted.
That is age-related macular degeneration result necessitating this eccentrics injection. Another is this immunotherapy. They are creating unnecessarily avoidable problems.
Both should be sanctioned.
Yeah, we will discuss and take it up. We'll discuss and take it up. Okay. We'll go to the next person there. Thank you, Menon. Very appropriate reply you have given. Thank you. Next person there. 1 minute. Mr. AVSN Murthy has come now. Mr. AVSN Murthy. Mr. Murthy is there? Can you unmute and speak, please?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Actually, only one claim is pending in our region. One Muniraz. We have taken up by our Yajna Prasad.
I know Tirupati case.
Yes, sir. Tirupati case.
Yeah.
Kindly take up, sir.
It is pending since December 2020. Yajna has sent me a message also. After this meeting, I will talk with you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
No more issues, sir. Thank you very much.
Any other issue there?
Nothing, sir. No issue.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Murthy. Thank you. Ratna Uttappa.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar Menon. Your talk was really excellent and helpful. I have nothing to say in this. In fact, I wanted to ask about the COVID, which somebody else has asked and you have replied. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vishwanath Naik, for giving me this opportunity to join this meeting. It has been very helpful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Rajendran VP, please unmute and speak.
Okay, comrade. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
At present, there is no serious issues here at Delhi. Last year, 1 or 2 cases are rejected for the reason that the inpatient treatment is not required for this case. Hospitals are
Rajendran, I couldn't hear you.
Admitting patients to the hospital which are OP treatment cases. Hear me, sir? Hello?
Mr. Menanji, could you hear
Yes,
Rajendran?
I could make out some portion which I will reply to, though not full. I could make out what the issue is.
Hello?
Okay. I can reply. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me, sir?
I heard you partially. That is enough. That's enough for me. I can reply.
Yes. That is the case of hospital.
Yes.
Then
Okay.
our Mediassis is doing well, I think, because they are responding immediately when we are sending any messages through email. And our help desk at Kochi and Comrade Kumar Menon, they are doing wonderful service at Kochi, actually. We are contacting Comrade Menon frequently if there is any doubt, and he is attending immediately. Regarding hospitalization, one of our retired officer recently undergone eye surgery. Rupees 12,000 is rejected. I have not received the full details from him. After getting the details, I will contact Menon again.
Okay.
Regarding COVID cases, recently 2 of our officers, husband and wife, they were admitted to the MIMS hospital, Calicut. One of them was in ICU for about 7 days. Now they are discharged. Their total bill was about 2.25 lakhs. Out of nearly 20,000 is rejected, maybe non-payable items. This is reasonable, I think.
Yes. It is very reasonable.
Okay, comrade.
Very sorry. Very sorry. Very sorry. Very sorry.
That is all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. Shall I reply?
Okay. Please, Menanji.
Yes. Just now you told me that Aster Medicity has reduced the cost by about 20,000. Definitely for a COVID treatment, 20,000 consumable is a reasonable estimate. You should consider yourself, he should consider himself lucky he got the balance amount and only this much was withheld. Because COVID uses up a lot of consumables. You need not expect 100% cashless settlement. A lot of amount you will have to spend from your own hands. So I am leaving that with that. Naturally here in Cochin, suppose normal bill is around 1.5 lakhs for a person. Out of that 1.5 lakhs, he will get around only 90,000. That's just one specimen I told you. It is not, I don't generalize. That is the issue. About eye infection, 20,000 was reduced, you told me. Actually, he should have gone in for cashless treatment. All eye hospitals, they are now comparatively in a comfortable position. They don't have any COVID patients. They will definitely give a package. Why it was not taken, I don't know. Whether even if it is taken, why it was reduced by 12,000, there could be a specific reason. Because especially for eye care, there is a certain, a limit is fixed. That is, your eyesight, your vision, your refraction index should be less than 7.5 optus. 7.5 optus. If your sight is below that, definitely the eye hospital will be reimbursed. But suppose you are enjoying the refractive index of say 10. 10 is the average for a 60, 70-year-old man. 10 optus is average. He will have only that much vision. A youngster of 25 years old may have a 40 optus vision. Maybe sometimes this person will be having a vision above 7.5 optus. That could be the reason why they have reduced that amount to that extent. Definitely what I would say, never go for cataract treatment on reimbursement basis. You will be a great sufferer. Always go for package. Then at least you will know how much you have to spend from your own. That also, unless we know about the eye reading, that cannot be fully explained. About the other thing, the doctor mentioned that admission was not necessary. This is which doctor? The doctor of the TPA says admission was not necessary. The doctor at the hospital says admission was necessary. There is a conflict of interest in the same profession. It is actually earlier awards by Ombudsman has especially mentioned that the treating doctor's judgment verdict is final. He is the person entitled to say whether admission is required. I will not go and say, tell the doctor, I have insurance, so please admit me for 24 hours so that I can get reimbursement for my cold or cough. It is a final, the admission should be genuine, in genuine interest of the hospital, of the patient. It should not be in the interest of the hospital only. It should not be in the interest of the patient only. When such rules are not implemented, this issue can come up. Even then, Ombudsman is always on the side of the treating doctor, saying that he is the only person, he and the patient, they are the sufferers. They know. How can a TPA doctor sitting in some other place, Bangalore or Cochin, say that that was not necessary? He could have been treated at home. That is one reason. If you take it up further, it can be got sanctioned. Another thing is, please note, only medically necessary treatment should be taken at a hospital. Don't go to hospital for small ailments like knee pains and things like that. Get admitted and try to get reimbursement. The insurance company has a general rule. They will pay only medically necessary treatment. I am particularly using that particular line. And also, the charges incurred should be reasonable and customary charges. Say just the charges should be approximately uniform in that state at least. It may not be, charges in Kerala may be much lesser than what it is in Bangalore. Bangalore charges may be more. For a cataract also, it is more in Bangalore, it is less in Cochin, but still reasonable and regional charges prevailing in that region should be adhered to, and it should be customary also. That also we ourselves have to take the pains to find out. You cannot go to a star hospital, a 5-star hospital, and expect reasonable and customary charges. They will definitely charge more. There, this issue will come up when reimbursement is taken up. And also medically necessary treatment. If the person is not only, that should be taken. Tell him to take it up further. Doctor is the final deciding authority on whether admission is to be done. Try to do it within 1 year, because otherwise the whole thing will get locked out. The time bar. Try that. Thank you.
Next is Mr. Ramesh Mulwani. Ramesh Mulwani.
Yes.
Yeah. Unmute and speak, Ramesh.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
You are audible. Very clearly audible.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am, sir. Good afternoon, AB Shetty, sir, Nayak, sir, and all other our colleagues. Here, I am from Ahmedabad. Sir, I had an issue that I was admitted to hospital for the 2 diseases simultaneously. One for dengue and another one for COVID. Both the diseases were there in my body. On the 15th November, I was admitted. I had submitted all the document too, but I was only paid for the COVID charges. My claim was for the 4,06,000 and I was paid 3,16,000. 90,000 were deducted of the visiting doctor's charges. That they were the special doctors. And I was surprised to see that when I paid the amount of 90,000 to doctor to make me cure, otherwise I would have died if they were not in my condition. But I put a word to Krishna also, Krishna ji, and he told that either COVID-19 or the dengue will be sanctioned to you. I am surprised that if there are more than the 2 diseases or 3 diseases, only TPA will sanction only the 1 disease charges, not for others.
They should charge. They should, as per bill, they should go. They should settle the bill. If the bill mentions 2 diseases, separate charges mentioned, they should definitely pay. I will further elaborate on that. Okay, in your case, that is quite common because if a person has COVID, there will be supplementary other diseases also which have to be treated, and it is not correct to say pay only one. I think they have paid for both, because 3.16 lakhs seems to have been sanctioned. It cannot be COVID alone, I think. I don't know. If it is, we have to take it up. Dengue also should be covered. Was the bill, final summary bill showing separate costs, separate, was the billing done separately, or was it combined? Or in that case, if it is combined, it should be differentiated into both the treatments. Some work has to be done on rebilling. You can contact the hospital, try to get the bill if it is in a confused state. And another thing is doctor specialist fee. There are limitations, there are ceilings on doctor's fee. I'm not saying that you have, of course, to save your life, maybe a special doctor was required, but some specialist doctors are very expensive. There are specialist doctors claiming 1,50,000, very high amounts. That is because of their qualifications and things like that.
But their charges, their consultant charges are hardly 2,500 because they have their own hospitals. And I was in a hospital for 11 days. And since I was in a single hospital, they have made the one bill. They have made all the treatment. Even in laboratory also, it was found dengue positive. In even discharge card also, it was well written that the patient was suffering from dengue as well as the COVID, and he was accordingly given the treatment.
So
only
naturally,
the consultation charges were deducted. What I mean to say, only the consultation charges, that is the visiting doctor charges, they have deducted.
yes, I'll tell you. I don't know. I'm not sure because I have not seen the bills. Generally, very expensive visiting charges and doctor's charges, they will not reimburse fully. That loss, they have a certain standard. They will pay only up to that amount. Of course, you can definitely, again, you can take up the matter separately. Which TPA is dealing with this? Mediassist?
Same Mediassist.
You will have
Mediassist.
Okay.
Mediassist.
In this case, have you escalated the grievance? You will have to escalate the grievance. There is.
It is under process now.
Okay. There is much justice in your Ramesh Mulkwani's pleading. Definitely, he should be reimbursed. But to what extent COVID they will reimburse, I am not sure. They will cut heavily on COVID charges, but definitely on dengue and other things. At least 3.16 lakhs you have obtained. Okay, that is definitely take it up. There is justice in your case. You will have to, even if you are sick, you will have to please entrust it to your son or neighbors or friends to take up the fight further. Otherwise, you will be again disturbed with the tension. It can be taken up. It should be escalated. Immediately escalated to the insurance level. Don't fight too much with the TPA. There is no point. We cannot sue the TPA. Take it up with the insurance. Immediately after the insurance takes it up and finalizes judgment, go through the bank process also in between, get it vetted by the committee. And still, if it doesn't happen, take it up with IRDA at their Bangalore office. You need not go there. You can send email. You can send fax. You can talk to the representative. It will be sorted out. Thank you.
NNG.
Yeah.
Mr. Ramesh Mulwani's daughter is a famous diabetologist. And she has treated a lot of our colleagues, and Mulwani also she has treated, and under her guidance only
Congratulations.
Have treated.
They are all, congratulations. Yeah. They know much better.
Yeah. Okay, now we will go to Satish Karant. Satish Karant. Mr. Satish Karant iddira?
I'm there. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Nothing more to add.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Next, Srikanth Miskin.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning,
Sir,
Mr. Miskin.
while downloading e-card, while downloading e-card,
Tell me, Miskin.
while downloading e-card, they have time given only 60 seconds to enter the OTP. That is not enough, sir.
Yes. Any other question?
No. That's I have.
This I have gone to Mediassis.
Because sir, one second. Because some members will request me to download e-card and send it.
Yeah.
While I will download, the person gets a message. Then he has to tell me.
Time will be over. You can't.
Time will be over. There are so many incidents, sir.
Yes.
Very problem.
Yes, true.
Kindly look into matter, sir. Please.
Yes, very, very true. At AKBR of help desk also, I used to enter Mediassist app and used to try computer to get the e-card. Immediately this problem will arise. Within 15, earlier it was 1 minute. 1 minute, maybe it could be possible. We could get the contact number. But 15 seconds is impossible. I told the lady there, with this time, what is the security required for getting an e-card? Why this much after 15 seconds it should be cut? There is nothing. It is not it is just a document for your ID and for that you are enrolled. It is nothing. It is not like it is not a financial transaction. They did not take so much care with OTP and things like that. I have told them personally, please remove this bottleneck. It is not there with the other TPAs. Maybe that lady, she was not effective there. Maybe if any Mediassist person is hearing me at head office level, at the regional level, I hope they look into it. I don't know why so much secrecy and things like that should be there for just getting an e-card. I understand your problem. Tell that person to come to your home and sit there, and both of you try together. That is all immediately what I can offer. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now Varadaraj, Dena Bank. Varadaraj.
System muted. என்னது mute ஆயிருக்கு?
Varadaraj.
Hello.
ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್. Nothing to add. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Next, Ramapriya. Ramapriya.
Yes, sir. Rampriya. Hello.
ರಾಮಪ್ರಿಯ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
ಸರ್ ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಸರ್, ಒಂದ್ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಸರ್. ಏನೋ ಕಾಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟಾಕ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್. ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ.
ಸರಿ.
ಒಂದ್ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ಕಾಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸಾರಿ. ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದ್ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಸರ್. ನನ್ನ ಟರ್ನ್ ಕೊಡಿ ನನಗೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ನೀವು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಉಜ್ವಲ್ ಅವರದೊಂದು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಈಗ ನಾವು ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಬೇರರ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ AB Shetty, anything, any clarification?
Hello.
Yeah.
Please mute Varadaraj.
Hello.
ವರದರಾಜ ಇದು. ವರದರಾಜ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಬಿಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಅವರ್ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ AB Shetty, ಎನಿ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ AB Shetty ಜಿ? AB?
ಸರ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ ಸರ್?
ಯಾರು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ದಿದ್ದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
ಓಕೆ.
AB ಇದ್ದಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುವುದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ, ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದೆಯಾ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್?
So you are referring to me?
Yeah.
No, because that Padmanabh Shetty issue is raised by Rajaram.
Yeah. Yes.
And the other 2 points, of course, I agree with Menon. This I have been advocating, that is co-payment and twin sharing room thing. Of course, I agree with him.
Okay.
That is regarding what you call when coming to the premium. Otherwise, nothing.
Okay. Now, regarding this co-sharing, Mr. Menonji.
Yeah.
This we have been trying to educate our members since last 3-4 years. See, we are going to hospital for treatment. It is not for rest and recuperation, nor does it have any sign of status in a hospital. It is not for show of status. Because sometimes some of our members have told, no, it is our status, we can't go below that. So then we made a study about these hospital rooms, general, semi-special, special, and then deluxe, super deluxe, and all those things. What they tell is, except nursing attendance, all other things are same. In a general ward, nursing ratio normally will be 1:10. That is 1 nurse for 10 patients in a general ward. When it comes to semi-special ward, normal recommended ratios 1:6. For every 6 patient, there will be 1 attending nurse. And then in a private room, if there are 2 patients, 1 nurse will be in charge of that. This is a segregation. So normally loading is because of intensive attendance by a nurse. All other things are same. Same hospital, same injection, same medicine, same consultant. So if you go for a higher bed, not only your bed charge goes up, all other charges also goes up. In the process, like some people have already asked for reduction in premium. It is not happening. We are not able to make it because every year claims are going on the increase. So all of should take it as an organizational task to educate all our members to go to twin share or an comparable level of bed, so that they also save money. In case of non-reimbursable items, they save money. And our premium is also kept under control. This is my supplement on this. With this, we will go to the next of our office bearer. Sudhakar Shetty is over. Next is Sudhakar Hegde, Vice President.
Namaskara.
Yes,
Namaste.
sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Comrade Menon. Thank you very much for your elaborate speech. And I have nothing to say. One small thing I wanted to ask you. You said some new private insurance companies are issuing COVID policies. What is the premium for the COVID policy for ₹1 lakh approximately? Number 1. Number 2, our insurance premium, reduction of insurance premium, we are paying hefty sum of GST. At least we can try with the management, government, for reduction of GST or abolition of GST. What is your view on this? That's all. Thank you.
Yes. Coming to reduction of premium, there are many methods that can be adopted to reduce the premium. But if that is introduced, our IBA policy, there will be many changes. Premium will be reduced, but there will be many other constraints in the sense the premium can be reduced by introducing co-pay, certain portion. We can reduce the room rent and reduce the premium. We can cut the number of diseases, need not treat all the diseases that is seen here, including psychiatric and other things. If you cut on the number of diseases, you can reduce. There are more than 50 parameters to reduce the premium. Then you can have see caps on treatment. That is heart, you will angioplasty, you will get 3 lakhs or 2.5 lakhs. But sometimes these days, angioplasty, the bill is around 5 lakhs. There are many banks having policies restricting angioplasty charges to 3 lakhs. I'm not mentioning those banks. They have introduced ceilings and they have reduced the charges. We can also think about introducing in IBA negotiation. It's a very big topic. I am not qualified enough to discuss on that also. Introduction of brokers has a very significant effect on reducing premiums. See, I am a layman. What knowledge I have is from out of reading things and from practical experience. IBA, bank unions, officers associations, others, we are dealing with taking up and dealing with insurance companies without having even IBA specialized knowledge in these matters. There are about 390, 400 brokers in India. They have specialized knowledge. They know how to cut costs and taking the assistance. I don't say you should take earlier. We had in 2015 when we introduced, we had Eman Dastoor as our broker. The rates were very low, but suddenly next year, more than 140% increase. Though we could cut cost by removing Eman Dastoor, the cost was cut, the premium went up high. I'm not saying you should go through brokers. There are disadvantages in that. There are issues related to that. There are commission payments related to that. There are incentives issued. There is a chance for corruption. Things are there. But if sincerely if it is tackled, they know how to reduce the premium much more than what I can do. Deductibles can be introduced. I mean, after that, co-insurance can be introduced. Co-insurance means after deductible, there is a certain cut on the premium charges or the on reimbursement charges. There are ever so many methods to reduce. But after negotiating and reducing all those things, and once such a IBA policy is introduced, I think those leaders and ourselves will not be, there will be so much protest against, they will say the policy is worthless. People will go for other policies and things like that. So that issue is also there. That requires rethinking. Definitely, ABR will make a detailed study on these issues, how to reduce costs. They have already done it. Definitely, they have made much headway. The report is also ready. They also know fully well how to reduce the cost. There are ever so many methods to reduce costs. But later, complaints should not come. That was not covered. This was not covered. At present, our policy is exhaustive. It covers most of the diseases, but I don't know what the future remains because hospital cost is rising by more than 24% each year. So naturally, you should expect, that's what I said. That is what reality is different. Cost can go up. Okay.
Okay. Now, next is Mr. K.C. Hegde, our Vice President. K.C. Hegde.
Good afternoon, Naitra.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Menon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, you have very lucidly brought out almost all the solutions or suggestions for the queries raised by our policyholders, which are our bankers. At this point of time, you have raised certain suggestions also to be included in the next bargaining. So to strengthen your repertoire, I have got a few suggestions which I think you can take into cognizance. Number one is, being a banker, the marketing strategies adopted by the hospitals. Their representatives or salespersons will always be there at the doorstep, and they will make sure that you are coming as a policy holder. Then they will entertain. So they will encourage more payment-based admission than cashless. As a result, paying will be more, cash is less. So this needs to be addressed, and there should not be any discrimination between policy holders about admission. And you might have also observed at the first instance itself, they will try to exhaust the policy amount itself as much as possible by not allowing you to opt for, as Mr. Naik has told, the lesser eligible accommodation, like joint accommodation or common accommodation, like that. They will say, and they will make it as an urgent basis, and they will say only 5,000 rupees bed is available. Otherwise, it is not possible for you to get an admission right now. You will have to wait. Seeing the urgency and the importance of treating the patient immediately, our family members will not bother about all those things at that point of time. And that will be understood only at the time of billing. To that extent, the sales representative from the hospital management has succeeded in increasing his target achievement. That is one part. Then you were telling about co-payment. I suggest, see, let there be a co-payment, but let it be limited to top-up policies, not for basic policies. When you exceed basic policy amount for reimbursement and you are stepping into top-up policy eligibility, we may agree for some sort of co-payment to the extent of maximum 10%. Then about GST and other things, why not government or these insurance people approach the government for substituting the additional payment, or according to their data available, they can go for support from the government, IBA, banks combined by way of subsidy. The demand for full bearing of full premium cost is already discussed. It is with the Retiree Association. I suggest this another thing is issuing of medical health cards. This there can be a simple solution, like linking the medical ID card to your personal ID card of the bank, where EC number will be the key field. By punching the EC number, it can be easily remembered by family members or the patient himself while on admission. They can punch the EC number and get all the details from their data bank. That is one of my suggestions. Substituting medical health card by personal ID card details. Then, when there are disputes, it is already provided that there should be a 3-member committee represented by insurance company, bankers, and TPU. In the earlier cases also, we made a suggestion. The 3-member committee should invariably consist of 1 member from retiree side, so that these type of things which we are discussing here can be amplified and get the proper redressal at the forum. As far as our case about Padmanabhi Shetty is concerned, I have got additional one suggestion to be taken up. See, those cases were not decreed. You should note that company, TPA or insurance company has not rejected their claim, nor refuted their claim, but only conceded that they will pay provided Lok Adalat gives an order. They demanded an order and the amount was reimbursed twice. And during the course of the proceedings, they have also rejected subsequent claims. Then what is the fun in giving them consent for the previous bill? So this needs to be addressed immediately, since As you said, the immunotherapy is to be included as per IRDA guidelines. When we discuss, they also know, and the previous Vidal people knowingly, they have not made it an issue. But the moment it shifted to this present, which you say they are the best one, coming on to Bank of Baroda, we have got certain cases like this where they were not so best for us. So technology improvement, because of technology improvement and immunotherapy being admissible in the claim, they have agreed these two things in their background. Otherwise, they would not have agreed for audit. That is to be noted. Then one more thing you can note down. See, after the discharge, they make a lot of halla gulla at the time of discharging the patient, making them to wait for unduly long period. So it is excruciating for a family and patient himself to stay after the treatment is over inside the hospital. They want to rush back to their home, sweet home. But the claim settlement takes a longer time, creating a lot of mental agony. And even after the settlement, we will be not knowing how much of the amount has been exhausted, or we will be only knowing the total amount. How they have sanctioned, I think we should get claim sanctioned detailed information to the policy holder. I think these few things you may take it for proper at the forum.
Yes, sir.
Since you are in that level, I can very well hope that these things will get proper attention. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'll give a. It cannot be because many questions are involved. Maybe I'll try to cut short my answer. A lot of valid points are included by Mr. K.C. Hegde, definitely. One is that details of the sanction, cashless sanction are not made available. Normally, if you have the Medibuddy app, the details come after 2-3 days, the details come, how much has been paid, what is remaining. And at the time, that is one. And waiting for the final settlement at discharge time in the hospital, that is necessitated on account of many reasons. One is that the hospital sends the bill very late. Consolidated bill, they will say you can go today at 5 p.m. But they'll, even at 3 p.m., if you inquire, they would not have sent the final bill and settlements and details, because they have a lot of work in the sense a major hospital has more than 30 departments. And if your case is complicated, they have to get reports from many departments. Only then they will be able to finalize the bill. So that takes time. And thereafter, after submitting, if there are any queries by the TPA, normally these people, it will be time to leave. By 5 o'clock, all the nurses station, they will be in a rush to leave the place. They will leave the query there without answering it. And unless there is proper control over the help desk and queries are answered in time, in most cases, what I find is when we go back and search, queries have been there for the last 1.5 hours. The doctor is busy, he cannot answer. No other nurse can answer the query. So that delay is there. What I can do is have patience, tell them, unless this is settled, I will not leave. Accommodate me somewhere. I will continue here till the payment is settled. That is those things that happen. There are people with money who do not have any money. They will say, "I am not going. I will leave here. You settle the bill. Take your convenience tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I will leave." Okay, that's all. Just for a. It's not a proper reply, but I know. But that's what the ground situation is. Lok Adalat, I think, comrade, he's being a lawyer and being a member convener of the legal cell, whether we should go in for Lok Adalat, whether we should go in for ombudsman things and the issues related to that, he'll be better positioned to answer. And being in the 3-member committee, getting representation for retirees is a very good suggestion. We would all love to be there, but I don't know. Banks, even grievance cell, banks are not prepared to start with the retirees. They are reluctant to start even grievance cell. once that starts, at least we will be able to position ourselves in such a way that we get an inclusion in the 3-member committee, and the 3-member committee becomes a 4-member committee. Very good suggestion that we definitely, just because we need not assume they will not sanction, we should try for that. Whatever be the pains that have to be taken, it has to be addressed. And linking a ID card to health ID card to bank's ID card is a technology development issue. Definitely, if they are technologically developed, they should do it. IRDA has several times said there should be a data bank, especially their committee on senior citizens. The committee report, what I read was in 2007. It specially states that just like this thumb impression or eyesight reading, there should be, what do you call, I'm not getting the word, get all the data, iris data, get all the data of the senior citizen on, link it with Aadhaar card, link it with all the data, physical data, health data, and that should be implemented. That was the 2007 recommendation of IRDA. The people should have one card, and with that card, reading could be done. What has happened to the recommendation, I don't know. No status is posted. Recommendation is there on the IRDA site. It's a very good suggestion. Many developments and have to take place in between. And marketing by hospitals, another issue raised by you. Definitely, that is there. Say we are in such a condition. I will tell you our condition. We are caught between the hospital and the insurance company, the patient, the poor patient. I will say poor here, in the sense, hospital will give us a huge bill. We'll be helpless. We'll be sitting there simply. Immediately, to our relief, the insurance company is coming with their insurance policy. They are saying, we'll take care of your all your troubles. This is just like myself being in a police station and being interrogated for a crime. The police says they have a method. One interrogator will be very stern. He will say, I'll kill you if you don't pay our bill. You will not leave this place. Immediately, the insurance man will say, calm down. We can settle the issue. And ultimately, the poor patient will have to accuse, go by whatever it is that he will try to get away. And both these people, one a superpower with big business backing and insurance on the other side, we are caught in between. That is a reality of life. We are just like caught in an interrogation chamber. The insurance will say they have come to help us. Okay, they have come to help us, but it's with a cost. That is no top up co-payment. Another issue I just top up. Mr. Hegde has suggested co-payment should be taken from super top up. I don't. It's a very good suggestion again, but practically I don't know how far it will go. Super top up is issued at a very reduced cost. Super top up policy, say covering 6 lakhs rupees, is say about 70% less than the basic policy value cost. It is a very low cost policy issued by. On that, they also know most people will not go into that super top up level of disease. Their only hope is we will be satisfied, we will be done away with 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs. So they keep it as a buffer. They will again increase. Again this year, there is another, many banks have introduced separate super top up policy for 6 lakhs, 9 lakhs. You can get any amount. Even on this IBA policy, if anybody is prepared, they can get a separate individual policy, the super top up policy at a low price. That is the last thing we go into, super top up. They know they will not permit any co-payment from that. They will permit only from base policy, because that is their business strategy. It is not because that is a moral thing to be done, but it is their business strategy. Deductibles also, they may allow deductibles from super top up policy, but not co-payment. There's a certain amount in State Bank of India, it is permitted. but that is there are interpretations that also they may permit deductibles from that, but not from the base policy. Okay, other general things I will leave now. Okay, thank you. I think I have covered. I don't know. You can tell me.
Yeah,
Ask
one
me.
last question.
Ah.
That is, the bank themselves are having insurance business. Why should we go to National Insurance, United Insurance, or Royal Insurance? Why can't we ourselves arrange the health insurance policy?
I'll tell you the reason. Actually, banks are not fully qualified to enter into this health insurance business. They do not enter, they have so far not touched, they have just appointed other agents, other companies to look after this, their insurance packages, policies. This policy, maybe one day if I open a SBI account, I may get a policy for 1 lakh. After 2 years, they will say, we have discontinued this thing. You will not find the insurance company, you will not find the policy, you will not find the product. It is not dependable. That's why IBA-based, bank-based policy, retiree-based policy is always much safer than depending on individual bank, which may be amalgamated next day or which may disappear from the scene. So many issues are there. That is the reason why. Why allow all these players, small players into this? It's better we deal with big parties. There are many other things I can supplement on these issues, not only these issues, other things, but I will, this is what I have to reply to your question. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Next, Ramesh Shetty. We have another 6-8 people. Ramesh Shetty, then Vijay Dev, Siddhagangaya, Kiran, Ramapriya, Ramakant, Raman, and Sandhya. In that order, we'll go. Ramesh is not there, I think.
Ramesh
Vijay
is
Dev,
not there.
anything? Vijay Dev, you have anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Siddha Gangaya, any suggestion?
Yes. Mine is
Yes,
a
sir.
general one.
Yeah.
Other friends have covered my doubts.
Yeah.
Now, in a network hospital, how can they demand deposit of the estimated amount? This network hospital is arrived by the insurance companies after due negotiation. This is for 2 reasons. Generally, what I know, these hospitals, network hospitals, are interested in treating the insured employees. But in a special case, I heard they want deposit of money in the first and then claim the insurance amount. This is too critical and this has to be stopped. These are the hospitals where they are creating margin to charge over and above the policy. Suppose my limit is 9 lakhs. If they get deposited some 4-5 lakhs in their hospital, they can treat the patient till the end of 13 lakhs. This is the idea behind it seems. So these hospitals should be blacklisted. What is your opinion on that?
Yes, again, it's not my opinion. It is IRDA opinion I'm quoting. There should be a clear-cut policy decision involving IRDA, TPA, and healthcare providers like hospitals, where a system of blacklisting hospitals, it has to come into play. This is very much this sort of practice. I hope it is hearsay and it is not a fact. Collecting a small amount of advance as a deposit, security deposit is okay, but collecting lakhs of rupees as security deposit advance for a cashless facility is unheard of. I don't know such. I hope it is a correct case order, not just a guess or hearsay. If that has been done, definitely that should be should not be encouraged. That's all what I can say. Then why should we go? We can go in for leave cashless, go for reimbursement if you can raise the money. Another thing about raising money is that only 1% of Indian citizens can raise 5 lakh rupees within a short time. Only 1%. The balance 99% cannot raise even cannot raise not even 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs. 99% of Indians cannot raise 5 lakhs. It is our condition is so bad. Only 1% can raise. So from such people, if such a high demand is placed on deposit, caution deposit, things like that, it is not at all, should not be permitted at all. They should be blacklisted. Many hospitals with police assistance have been blacklisted in the sense that indirectly blacklisted. Publicly, they have not been blacklisted, but that should be done. This case has occurred in many North Indian states, not only in North Indian states, maybe in South Indian states also, where fraud has been committed. But on paper, the proposal, the reimbursement proposal, the cashless proposal is all pakka. Everything is genuine. Everything is done well. But when we go deeper into it, we find maybe the bank, the owner of the bank, by that I mean it could be directors. They are also directors of so many super specialty hospitals. Both the parties may, I am using the word may, connive, create bills, create situations, non-existent bills are paid. And recently, United India Insurance Company divisional manager was telling me more than 1.5 crores such fraud cases involving insurance companies, including related to IBA, have come to their experience. And in many North Indian states, they are afraid, the insurance company is afraid to approach the police station because ultimately they don't think justice will be done. Records are baka, but everybody knows the claims are fraud. Such people are there. What can be done? Okay, I think I have answered.
Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed?
Yes.
Can you be with us for some more time? I have got another 3-4 people.
There is no time restriction for me.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, Mr. Kiran.
Next, Venkatramana from Hyderabad.
You have come now?
I have nothing more to add. I have nothing more to add.
Okay. 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 Then Venkataramana.
Sir, thank you so much. Good evening, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, most of the network hospitals not accepting patients to get admitted and all has been discussed. But here also, in some cases, with the intervention of office bearers of Hyderabad, we could able to get them admitted with the assistance of TP. Here also, sir, some hospitals are demanding only cash. If you want to pay through a credit card or debit card, they are not at all accepting. And they demand only cash. Being in a very anxiety position, how the patient will go and bring cash. Or even with their by 4 children attending to him, getting him into hospital and all, they will be in a severe anxiety to get them admitted. So this is true of accepting credit card or debit cards should be resolved. And delay in submission of claim has been clarified, but informing TPA within 48 hours of getting admitted into hospital is mandatory, sir, or is there any that can be condoned?
No, mandatory 24 hours can be condoned, but that requires a lot of paperwork.
Yes, sir. Because it is one of the conditions there in the policy. No, sir.
Yes.
And sir, regarding 2-3 points are there, sir. I'll just go through it before Mr. Menon can answer. Sir, home installations stands clarified. Then, sir, in certain cases, TPA gets or gives approval, but creating of amount into the patient's account or insured account is getting delayed. Whom to be approached for this?
Yeah.
And it is for a great honor for us, sir. Comrade Menon has taken a lot of pains to answer, and he is very patiently answering all the questions. And he also place on record on behalf of Hyderabad region for the excellent network virtual meeting conducted. And thanks to Chairman, President, and General Secretary of VPR. That's all from Hyderabad region.
Okay, I shall answer.
Yes, sir.
Venkateramana. Definitely, I don't see any reason. I have never come across any reason for any hospital refusing credit or debit card. It is totally improper. It is as good as cash. Maybe some small hospitals, they may not have the facility, the reading machine. I don't know whether such hospitals exist. They may ask for demand draft credit and things like that. Cash, it is not proper at all. It is, as per billing practice also, it is not proper to hand over cash in big amounts to the hospital. Why such hospitals exist? What can, how can we proceed? I don't know. There are methods. There are methods to proceed. We cannot allow all this sort of thing. But then a lot of pain has to be taken. At the local level. Somebody has, you go take an MLA with you, MP with you, question this practice, or even a corporator will do, or some senior doctor. This should immediately cease, because even credit card, anything, it is as good as cash. I'm very sorry to hear such practices there. It has never happened here. Another thing, TPA is taking a long time to settle the demand. The thing is correct. Mediassist has a policy where they take 21 days to reimburse, to study our reimbursement papers. That is, their turnover time is 21 days. And their payment time is 7 days. So those two, 7 days time is taken for arranging bank payment. But the problem here is that actually TPAs are the persons who should reimburse immediately. But in many cases, maybe towards the fag end of the year, or even before that, if there are too many claims, they run out of timely cash and assistance from insurance company. They may be without money. They will wait for insurance credit to come. They will ask for permission from insurance company. They are held up because the bank process is delayed. These are the reasons. There is no other reason. They will say, we have passed the proposal, but payment has to be made by the insurance company. They are not making payments. There are so many RTGS requests. Everything is pending at the bank. Such false defenses will be played, which is not proper. But in practice, we definitely experience delay. That is the Indian situation. We consider ours as lucky if we get the payment within 40 days. That is the ground situation. Yes,
sir. Sir, Naik sir. And
yes.
There in the meeting from 10 onwards, sir.
Okay, Ramana. Okay.
It's showing as Ramana Redmi.
Oh, that's a problem.
I need to change that.
You change it while logging in. You can always change. You can now also you can change.
I logged in with RN Venkatram, but I don't know. It is showing as Ramana. I'll change that.
We'll proceed now, Ramana.
Right,
okay.
Sir. Right, sir.
Okay, Sandhya Rao is there. Sandhya Rao. If she is not there, next will be Ramapriya.
Sandhya Rao is not here.
Kelsutta sir, matadboda?
Sandhya illala. Ujjwal Sandhya illala.
Illa. Sandhya avaru illa.
Okay. Ramapriya. Yes, sir.
Sir, matadತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತಲ್ಲ?
Yes, sir.
One specific issue is there in our bank. This is also many our retirees are facing. that is a switch over from working to retirees. By paying a pro rata premium, they will join. Suppose a person retires and he is added, okay. Suppose sanctioning takes place, sanction of a claim before retirement he has claimed, but sanction take place after retirement, for example, in between months. One case is there, the credit has been sent to the OD account of that retiree, whereas that account is closed because of his retirement, and that has been returned back, and he is fighting for the last 3 years. And no response. I suggested her to IRDA, Ombudsman, everything is there going on. But still, there is no the required amount of response from either from the management or from the insurance or from the IRDA or from the Ombudsman. That is one pending case that I will take particularly discuss with Menon. This is for information I am giving. So when there is an account is changed, something should be done from the management side to inform or in between, like this one thing. Second one issue is there is about the hospitals networks, because I don't know what is the criteria of appointing TPA. Maybe individual banks decision, I understand or I think, but in our bank and corporation bank, every year they are changing the TPA. First it was Mediassist, as he said, it is one of the best. My experience from the last 5 years is Mediassist is the best. And even Vipul is also okay to some extent. Techno Savvy, Paramount is also good. The worst is, I think, this time's high TP, I don't know. But even then, they are doing their best. Because of the COVID situation, it is very unfair to compare the TPAs of the earlier non-COVID situation TPAs. However, how these TPAs are appointed, it is to be known. And network hospitals, particularly, one TPA network hospital, next year it is changing. And members are finding difficult in a small town like Davangere or some small semi-urban. So hospitals are not covered. And it's very difficult for the retiree, particularly sub-staffs and clerical promoters, sub-staff promoters to go to 300, 200 kilometers to get the facility of cashless. And they pay into a local hospital and the reimbursement is delaying. So my sincere request is to throw some light on how TPAs are appointed, and IPA can't set some standard guidelines, standards of TPA, so that there should not be unfair treatment just because of changing the TPAs. And this is and one more issue that has been covered already in one particular day before it in Mumbai, when our retiree admitted her husband to a hospital. After 3 days, even his nose is fitted with pipes of putting the food, and that TPA person is forcing us to vacate. And I told her to discuss the doctor, and I got the answer. Doctor is final, not the TPA. This is going on. There's something to be done to this check. Thank you very much. And some suggestions are given to our Vishwanath Naik. I hope he will discuss with me. Thank you, Menon.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. I can address to a certain extent this question. I think Mr. Sandhya Rao has asked the question.
No, this is Ramapriya.
Ramapriya, okay. Sri Ramapriya. Okay, regarding how TPA is appointed. There are 29 TPAs in the list of IRDA. In our case, in IBA policy and in individual policies, there is some difference. For an individual policy holder, suppose I am taking an individual policy, I can insist who the TPA should be. I can insist I want TPA, Mediassist as TPA. I want some other company, Vijaya as TPA. Like that, individual has the right to choose the TPA, and just like portability is also there in individual policy, he has a right to change to another insurance company, to another TPA, but that is not there in a group policy, because it's a group policy. That is the reason. Group policy, IBA does have, actually the decision is made by, at present, National Insurance Company, which TPA is to be given, which area, which bank. That is, they choose from their what they have in their list. At the same time, it is not proper to change TPAs frequently. IRDA, they themselves have stated it in writing. As far as possible, continuity should be there in TPA appointments, and also between retiree TPAs and employee TPAs. It's always better to have the same party as TPA. They have very clearly said change of frequent TPA is a very dangerous thing. In the sense, say, suppose, for example, my illness details will be with, for the last, from 2015, it will be with Vidal, who are handling it for the last 4 years. Now, suddenly, it is Heritage, another TPA. They come into the picture. They don't have any of my records. They don't know what has been sanctioned earlier. They come with a clean slate, and there are so many issues. Previous TPA has sanctioned, you have not sanctioned unnecessarily. It is a grave mistake to change TPS frequently. Of course, if they have committed fraud, they have to be changed. That is another case. But I don't know. We tried to change the TPA. I'm not mentioning which TPA. But then IBA was not reluctant. They said, anyhow, let us see for 1 year. In that too, not over telephone or recordically. We are not favor of recommending. IBA has the power, has the right, as the main policy holder, as the provider, to choose the TPA. But they are not, I don't think they are exercising that power in all cases. Maybe small banks, minor banks, let anybody be the TPA, it doesn't matter. But major banks, it is different. That treatment could be there. It need not be there, but that is the position now. And employee and retiree policy issues. Employee policy issue, policy expires in September each year, whereas TPA policy expires in October. So if an employee is covered under, he is given time to extend his employee policy up to October end, so that it will match with the beginning of the retiree policy. So whatever up to October, even if he has been retired before that, up to October, what the employee has, all the diseases are to be taken care of by the staff department, by them. After that, only from November 1st only, retiree policy comes into force. Normally, if a person retires in September, he will be told to extend by paying 1 month's pro rata premium and make it up to October end.
Which policy, sir? Retiree policy or working policy?
Working policy expires in September. Okay. So, but retiree policy starts from November 1st. Okay. So there is a 1 month.
Which policy will be covered? You will be covered from
employee will be covered up to October and from the employee policy.
Okay, thank you.
From first only, he will come under retiree policy. Why they have confused these payments and all, I am not sure. But there are issues like that remaining. That is after cost incurred while in service, maybe even 2 years while back papers. All these papers are returned after 2-3 years in a bundle, saying that this cannot be passed. By that time, the retiree will be about 63, 64 years old. He will be getting the claims submitted while he was employed in a bunch from some staff departments. They are keeping it there. Nobody is there to dispatch in proper time. Everything is dumped together. And now each person has to take it up, fight, try to get it. It's a Herculean task. That also is a reality. Though that should not be. We can only try to improve. We cannot solve all the issues, but definitely we will try to solve. We will try. Maximum effort should be taken. That's what I have to say. How to
yes,
change.
sir.
Okay, thank you.
Now there is Ms. Ramakant.
Udupi Ramakant, Core Bank.
Ramakant. Ujjwal, unmute. Yes.
ರಮಾಕಾಂತ್ ಕಾರ್ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್.
ಹೌದು, ಸೇಮ್.
Carry on.
ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ರಮಾಕಾಂತ್.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, ಹೇಳಿ.
Carry on.
ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಸರಿ
ಇದು
ಸರಿ ಸರಿ.
ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ,
ಓಕೆ,
ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ
ಓಕೆ.
ರಿಟೈರೀಸ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫೋರಮ್ ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ವಿ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋ wherever we do the meeting. So that is why we are happy that this type of dialogues are going on, and it will continue in periodical intervals.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ramakant. Thank you. Raman.
Raman, unmute yourself.
Please be to the point, please.
Raman, unmute yourself.
I think he is unable to do it. Menanji.
Yeah.
See, on YouTube, many people are watching.
Yeah.
There are some questions I'll just read out.
Yes.
We'll come back to Raman later.
Yeah.
Okay, one is Ravindran regarding claiming of subsidy. He told he could not claim it. That is an internal matter that we can sort out later. Okay.
Okay.
Then R.K. Harwalkar. We need to be thinking for the retirees and not pay way for insurance companies to enhance premium, which is not in the interest of the retirees. You already replied that.
Yes.
Okay, then there is one request. I missed about 40 minutes of penance speech. Can the whole recorded speech be available anywhere? It will be available on our YouTube anytime. Anybody can watch. Entire meeting will be there on the YouTube. Next, Mohan Bhatt. Since hospital room rents are going up year by year, don't agree to reduce it. It will be a regressive approach.
Okay, it's left you.
Yeah.
No objection.
Yeah.
But you should also understand one thing: premium also may go up. I mean, we can. This is the ideal situation. It is better not to reduce. Why should we go and lie down in a general ward if we can afford a room? Okay.
Then C.K. Jayalakshmi from your place, Ms. Menon. For certain treatments like cataract surgery, 24 hours admission is not suggested.
Yes.
But their bills are being rejected. This is not correct. Please take it up.
It's a very clear answer is there for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Should I answer? Never.
No, that is clear. No problem.
Okay.
No problem. Yeah. Then if the insurance company is changed, whether old card or new card valid.
New.
Yeah. Next, Sadanand Prasad Jaiswal. We the retired persons get policy schedule after the premium is paid. System must improve. Please take up.
Exact. Correct. We are seeing the policy schedule after 3 months into the entry. He is very correct. We are getting the policy very late. Normally, as an individual, he will get the policy first. He will read the conditions and then only join. Here, we have to join. We don't know what are the conditions. Then after getting it only, we'll be able to. It takes about 3 to 4 months to get the policy from the insurance company and from IBA. That's a fact. We should try to make it fast.
Next is Mr. Mohan Das Sankesh.
Tell me.
Mohan Das is there. Mohan Das Sanket is not.
Mohan Das Sankesha applied for claim of rupees 67,000 but got 29,000 only through cashless. Now, if the details are given, we can address this question. Menon, many people want your mobile number. Can we share it?
Sure, you can share, no problem.
Okay.
Mobile and email ID also.
Okay.
Okay.
It is AKB. I will give the number, but I don't think people will be able to take it down. So I will give it later. Or right away, I can give you 944.
You tell it one by one so that they can note if whoever.
Yeah, those who want my number, please take it down. Try to get a paper and a pen. Or it will be recorded. This thing it will be recorded and presented. You can read from that. No issue. 94465.
Can't be privacy. It will be YouTube. No issue.
Yeah, it will be there in the YouTube. You don't have to worry now. It will come in the YouTube.
Manan sir, can you send it to everybody over the chat? Means in the chat you can select everyone.
Chat box I could not locate in my. Okay, chat it is there.
Ujjwal,
okay.
can you?
Yeah. I will do it. I will do it over chat right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it over chat and we will send it to everyone.
Then Suresh Chandra Jila, very good initiative. Meeting was very informative and well conducted. Thanks to Menon Nayak and all the office bearers. Then thank you for such a program. Gajanan Amin, well conducted, very informative. Special thanks to Mr. Menon. Yes. Another one is 2 bills are declined for eye treatment in a day hospitalization. Despite I submitted age-related macular degeneration certificate. Total bill rupees 50,000 not sanctioned. This is macular degeneration. Menanji.
There is some, tell me.
Yeah. This he is telling age-related macular degeneration bill is not sanctioned. That is totally wrong. It has to be sanctioned. If the details are furnished, we can definitely take it up and we can guide the member also.
I told you earlier, the issue is his sight should be, refractive index should be less than 7.5 optus. If it is around 10 and 9, they will not sanction. Anyhow, we'll take it up later.
One clarification, Menanji.
Yeah.
No, doctor certified it is ARMD.
Okay.
Then this refraction will not.
Yeah, okay. Tell him to take it up with his bank.
Okay.
Definitely, I will look into it.
Okay.
I will do one thing. Chat is now. I am unable to send. I am able to enter the details, but it is not going. So I'll do one thing. I'll take 2 minutes of your time and tell you the mobile number, which you can hear on YouTube also. Email both I will mention. My mobile number, name is Kumar Menon. Mobile number is 944-653-6352. And my email is AKBRF, All Kerala Bank Retirees Federation, AKBRF helpdesk@gmail.com. AKA for Apple, K for cat, kite, AKB for birth, R for red, AKBRF, F. So AKBRF helpdesk@gmail.com. Or you can WhatsApp me, 944-653-6352. Later, I will try to share the details in further. Thank you.
Okay. Then Parimala, very good initiative, very good information. Ram Kumar C. Hospitals outside panel insist caution deposit. It is not practicable. Whether any guidelines are available.
Normally, card holders, they are not supposed to collect caution deposit, insurance card holders, but still some hospitals do collect a small amount, not very big, huge amount like what was mentioned earlier, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, and like that. They are entitled to collect a certain amount. There are non-payable items. They can insist cashless doesn't mean 100% cashless. Some amount has to be shared. Okay. Yes, any more clarification? I mean, in the sense,
no, there are many appreciations.
You can, I will clarify, no problem. You can continue.
Okay. Now, with these questions are over. Only thing is, Welkin 2007, they is telling 2 bills are declined for eye treatment in a day hospitalization at Disa Eye Hospital, despite as age related. This we'll see later. We want details about this.
Sir, let him take it up with the insurance company. Don't take it up further with the TPA.
Okay.
Then we'll look into it.
Okay. 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 Kalyan Krishnan has come here on the YouTube, but on our meeting, he is not there. I think there is some problem.
There are 2 small things I would like to mention here.
Yes, sir.
So I did not answer that question. There was a policy, there was a question on what is that COVID coverage, that COVID policy, and I'll reply in brief. This is introduced as per the request of IRDA by all insurance, medical health insurance companies. It is compulsory, mandatory. The policy, one is called COVID coverage. The amount of coverage is minimum 50,000, maximum is 5 lakhs. The period is for a short period. The policy is issued for 3.5 months, 6.5 months, 9.5 months. That is it. And if anybody is here is above 65, he need not bother about COVID coverage. He will not get. Only those between the age groups of 18 and 65 are entitled to COVID coverage. So that also, I think I need not worry because I am much more than that. Much more than even 70. It doesn't matter. Okay. There is the cash withdrawal also is permitted, but he should be in hospital for a minimum number of days for at least it is up to 15 days they reimburse the amount. Post sanction is up to 30 days. Home treatment pre is 15 days. Yeah. If you are tested already positive for COVID, you will not get the policy. They will not entertain. Corona Rekshak is also similarly there. The coverage is only up to 2.5 lakhs. Minimum is 50,000. Maximum is 2.5. It's a one-time settlement. They pay the amount. So suppose you have incurred 2.5 lakhs, they will pay the entire amount in cash without going into the bills if they get the certification. This can also be introduced as a group policy. COVID Rekshak has the advantage that it can be issued as if there are a number of people, they can join together, get a COVID Rekshak policy, cash benefit policy. But the only thing is they should be below 65. Okay, then last. Again, as usual, you must have been bored with that. It is again a working group recommendation of IRDA that senior citizen, as far as health is concerned, should start at the age of 50. That is, all who are 50 and above should be considered as senior citizens. That is a recommendation of the working committee constituted by IRDA. It is very relevant in the sense that you should start thinking about insurance while at least latest by the time you are 50. Because at that time, when you are 50, you will get a policy for about 1 lakh, paying 3,000, 3,500 as premium. As the years go by, the premium also increases. It's an indicator, it is a brake on us that we are retiring retirement. You should be prepared, you should be alert. It is better we are all are termed as senior citizens. By the time they are 50 itself, they will be aware of the insurance issues, health issues. That's very important. I don't know, it is different from income tax rules. I mean, senior citizen issues. Maybe we cannot decide here. Another issue about this is, like in America, here also, their committee has recommended a health benefit savings bank account. Just like we are depositing money into national savings to get tax benefit, a health benefit account, it is widely prevalent in European countries. It should be started in India, and the amount, a certain amount, and the companies, standalone companies promoting such health insurance, health SB savings bank accounts should be given a portion of the service tax collected on insurance, maybe even GST, other tax returns. A portion of that amount should be pooled into this, and individuals should be given incentive to save in that account so that they can withdraw the money in emergencies, and children also can deposit for their parents into that account and thereby save them huge expenses later. Definitely this will come into force short. It should come into force because it is there in all other countries. Just like national savings, a different thing with the tax concessions, not 80D alone. 80D is discriminatory in the sense a person who pays 50,000, 30,000 gets good benefit. I mean, a rich man gets benefit. A person who takes a small policy, paying a low premium, doesn't get much benefit under Section 80D. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Menanji.
Yeah.
I have one problem. See, last 1 month,
yeah,
there was an extreme shortage of remdesivir. Many doctors have prescribed, and friends and relatives of these patients have procured it from outside, actually from black market. Instead of 8,000, they have paid even 50,000. I have purchased paying 48,000 for my friend, but there is no bill. And I do not also know whether it is a spurious or it is original. Now, the problem is, doctor has prescribed, it was not available in the hospital's pharmacy. We have procured it from outside. Injection is administered. There is a citation in the discharge summary saying that 6 vials of remdesivir is administered. There is a letter telling that this is not available in the hospital, so patient has procured it from outside. Patient has no bill.
Impossible.
Is there any way of getting it sanctioned?
No, without bill it is not possible. Now, what is happening now in these cases is, you must have seen on YouTube itself and maybe in Facebook also. See, go-downs, number of go-downs have been seized by the police where fake medicine is stored. What the contents, it is not known. It could be water, but it is marketed as this special medicine. So many go-downs filled with neatly packed remdesivir medicine, but all adulterated. With no bill, no issue. It is available in the market. It cannot be that medicine. Definitely, locally manufactured in a large scale. Without bill means impossible. See, oximeter now. Oximeter is available for 650 rupees, 600 rupees. It is available for 2,000. Some are, they will not, some may give bill, others will not. But I can specifically tell the names of the oximeters, but on the public domain, it is not proper. Please, I cannot tell not to buy also. They are all pharmaceutical distributors selling low cost oximeters at 650 rupees, 600 rupees. But no hospital will purchase oximeters at this 650 rate from any of these distributors, because they will go only for a higher quality. And outright, if you go there to a hospital, a reputed hospital, immediately they will reject, they will not purchase in bulk. These are all duplicate things are in the market. We need not expect any reimbursement. We need not give any hope also without bill and things like that. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Menanji, your lecture and subsequent clarifications has been very, very authentic very elaborate and very informative.
Thank you,
More
sir.
than that, the way you have patiently answered all the questions, that is something very, very rare, very rare. So we thank you from the bottom of our heart on behalf of all the people who have present, who have joined here, and also on behalf of all those people who are watching this program on YouTube. And it will be permanently on YouTube. Any day, anybody can watch it. It's a publicly viewable video available on our YouTube. So we thank you. Formal vote of thanks will be there. Before concluding, Menanji, I want to clarify 2 or 3 things for our members. One is, there will be instances where the claim papers are sent by post or courier and the TPA tells that they have not received. What is to be done? We have inquired this with the TPA, and what they have suggested is you send the duplicate copies of the bills personally attested by the claimant with an affidavit, self-attested affidavit, telling that I have sent the original of these bills on such and such day by such and such courier or registered post, whatever it may be.
Correct.
As per records available with me, it was delivered to your office. Now that you are telling it is not traceable, I am sending here with self-attested copies of all the bills. Please sanction my claim. This is a solution. So I request all our representatives to note it and follow it. Am I correct, Mr. Menon?
You are absolutely correct, because we have such issues with ombudsman also, where this is the only way out. You certify it. In some cases, the TPS says you have to get it certified by the hospital. They will not certify. They are not going to certify our photocopies. So take photocopies of all documents, whether it be even a stamp size bill. If it is lost, unfortunately, this is the only procedure what Mr. Naik has said. Follow that. There could be complications. Even when that is sent earlier, my experience is this was done. They said you must have used the original bills to get insurance from some other insurance company, so that we are not going to pay. That is now with ombudsman. They even certified copies they refused one particular TPA. This is the position. Let us see. Anyhow, this is the only alternative that can be done now. There will be a lot of delay in getting the registered post details. Claims at TPA office. Okay. Unfortunately, if it happens, it will be very unfortunate. It will be very difficult also. As far as possible, try to ensure it is given to a good courier company like DHL, international companies who deliver. Make sure but the cost will be prohibitive. Their charges will be prohibitive. Give to very good courier companies, or try if possible to deliver in person. See, you must have seen pictures of stores, godowns of TPS. Big halls lined up to 24 feet with stacked papers, reimbursement papers, and 3-4 people, TPA employees trying to locate which paper from which year from such a large room. Recovery of documents, they might have even received it. They might have misplaced it. And to locate a document, original document, is very difficult. But thankfully, for newly formed TPAs, high-tech TPAs, they are taking scanned copies of all documents. I am sure Mediassist has no such problem. They are scanning all the documents and sending not physical documents from the first. This is what should be done.
Energy.
Yeah.
We always advise our retiree colleagues to make copies of all the papers.
Yes.
Starting from the smallest receipt which they have got, and reports, investigation report, prescriptions, discharge summary, surgical summary, everything. Make a copy and keep it with them, and always send it by registered post or a very reliable courier. We don't tell the name. We tell them to send it by a very, very reliable courier. This is one.
That's better. That's better.
Then second thing is, if a person has got 2 insurance policies concerning medical issue, and my amount exceeds the first policy. So procedure we tell them is, As usual, you will keep all the copies with you. And when your first bill is sanctioned by the insurance company, obtain a claim settlement letter from the company which has settled it. And only in respect of the balance of the amount, you make a claim with the second company, enclosing the copies of the original bills attested by the claimant, along with the claim settlement summary. This is the advice we give all of them.
Okay, that is correct. It's okay. You need not even wait for that. You can do one thing. Always, what I have to say is choose first from the group policy of IBA. Then only if you have any second policy, private policy, individual policy, then claim from that, because your individual policy will be having no claim bonus and things like that. Whereas whether you claim from group policy, you are not going to get any no claim bonus or anything. Second option is you use your private policy. I would even suggest all our retirees, we should have at least 2 policies, one private individual and one group policy. That is always better. And if you have a vehicle, and even if you don't have a vehicle, please take an accident insurance policy also, because we senior citizens walk in the park, garden, cross the road. So many of the claims are related to motor accidents. Take, if possible, that is, if money permits, take a personal accident policy also, where the premium is very low. My suggestion will not be palatable to all. That is, having group policy, having individual policy, having accident policy. The more, but don't take this as an expense. Take it as a security. It's a great thing. Don't consider it as a security. It is for your own personal convenience and security. Okay.
Okay. Next, last is about insurance TPA ID card. In our bank, it was dispatched to everybody to their residential address. And if it is not received by them, we have made arrangements to download and send it to them. Anytime they have asked, we have sent it. Still, if there are any people, any retiree who is not having the TPA ID card, please inform us your name and your employee code number. We will take the card and send it to you. This is my request to everybody.
Great.
With this, today's meeting is being concluded. It has been a very, very marathon session. I am sure that all the participants have gained a lot of information, and they will be definitely helped in the days to come to help our other retiree colleagues. So I now request our organizing secretary, Mr. K.J. Vijaya, to propose vote of thanks.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. It is my privilege to offer vote of thanks to Mr. Kumar Menon, who has taken a lot of pain in explaining in detail all aspects of the medical insurance, and also he was kind enough to clarify all the queries of the participants. I, on my own behalf, and as well as on behalf of Vijaya Bank Retailers Association, I thank him and wish him all the success in his endeavors.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Amidst us, many office bearers of AIBRF and also committee members are present. And for them also, on my own behalf and also on behalf of Vijaya Bank Retailers Association, I thank them. Present participated also the office bearers and committee members of state committee, and I also thank them. And I also thank the president, chairman, and general secretary of Vijaya Bank Retailers Association. And I also thank women's representatives and all others who have participated in this meeting. And I wish them all. Thank you.
Presidency, I think Adhyaksh Mahadayji, Sudhakar Setre.
Yeah.
You can conclude the meeting, sir.
Yes. Actually, as I said earlier, this has been, actually the resource person Mr. Kumar Menon, Deputy General Secretary of AKBRF, has taken pains. And of course, it's more than 4.5 hours, I should say, actually 3.5 hours. He has replied all the queries, besides explaining the intricacies of health insurance policy. And I am sure all the participants have benefited out of this meeting or deliberations. So it's a wonderful session we had. So I thank one and all, and we conclude this today's meeting. So thank you one and all.
Our special thanks to Mr. Ujjwal Hegde.
Yeah, sorry, he is in the background. Sorry, I could not hear.
He has been very, very cooperative, and today is his birthday. So all of us wish him a very happy birthday. In spite of his birthday being celebrated, so he has spared his time and he has been with us since morning. So
no, in fact,
we wish you a happy birthday, and we thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank
he
you.
was with us all along in all our previous VCs also. So thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, meeting is concluded. Thanks to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Miskin. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಜಾಗ್ರತೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಓಕೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ದಿನ ಆಯ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ದೆ.
ಹೌದು. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಜಾಗ್ರತೆ ಇರಿ, ಹೊರಗೆಲ್ಲ ಓಡಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥ್ ನಾಯ್ಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಂಪನಿ.
ಓಕೆ ರಾಮ್ಪ್ರಿಯಾ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ರಾಮ್ಪ್ರಿಯಾ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್.
And